'em, I slide 'em like Carson Macedo, and they growl about it, lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedo. I'm just a lap car trying to survive, running in the back, fearing my life. Cause there's a black 2041 guy adding to the junk in the field with some white on white crimes. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bank statements lately adding up through the junk that the crazy man's making. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary maybe, who knows? If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Macedo, and they growl about it, lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Macedo. And I don't know where we go from here and what we think about it, but it seems to me, gotta be about it. Time for talk and speak comes across this week, especially when dotting I's and crossing T's. It seems to be what they all want and what they need. And then you'll go, oh, oh no, just like them cars. Down one he goes, and then they get to finally feel like Carson Macedo. If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Macedo, and they growl about it, lonely like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Macedo. Late Model Princess. It says, yeah, oh man, with that body riding. Late Model Princess, yeah. We don't play around, yeah, that ain't no doubt. We just send it in the corner, life, live it out. No, them Fender girls don't understand it all, yeah. Ain't no hesitate, but we just make it pay. Paint them cushions in those corners, no it isn't safe. But for my sake, will you save it all? Cause you'll do the same to my heart, yeah. Late Model Princess got me going crazy. Yeah, she got them wings and never winging down. Late Model Princess, yeah, she makes me listen when they're dirty, yeah, they can't hide about it. Late Model Princess, yeah, oh man, with that body riding. Hold on, what do y'all want? Hold on. We don't even love Late Model Princess anymore. Let me guess. We're coming into the show. I know what y'all want. We got y'all addicted to it. It's on. 2026 is the season. Don't drink and lie, but we ain't listening tonight. Here it is. Bang, I know what you want. There it is.
Talk about that Birdman, boy.
Building. Hold on.
Trying to get them old wings.
Trying to get them on wings.
I ain't worried about no cocoon. You know what I'm saying?
No cocoon.
Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow. Hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson. In a minute I can win it when you slip up off the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. What's the Birdman? What's the name? Lincoln Park Blood, Candy Paint. Trying to act tough, but no you ain't. Wishing, bitching all up in my Victor Lane, but hey I bounce and hey I roll. There's not just one, but many more. Cause we the Birdman, we buzz the bunny, and we don't try to suckle unless you're honey. Hey, where you at, girl, and what you need?
Or do you wanna follow or be the lead? When caterpillars crawl and don't believe, so butterfly my and spread your wings
like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low like a Birdman. I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake like a Birdman. You can call me Tanner Thorson, in a minute I can win it when you slip up off the corner like a Birdman. If you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end around a golf like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low like a Birdman.
We're bringing her down. We got to stop acting a fool in this situation. Did I miss Birdman? Yes, you did miss Birdman. You missed Birdman by a long ways, sir. We missed Birdman by a long ways. We are only on here tonight due to peer pressure. We are only here due to peer pressure. We had I don't know how to call this, an alcoholic sponsor. I'm going to call it an alcoholic sponsor. He wants to be called Fat Matt officially. He said, "Here, go to the store, buy something to drink, and just tell me how much it is." I was like, "All right, well, I was like, I don't really want to go live tonight, but hey, earlier today we did a little live with a New Zealand guy, and that was fine, but it was tame. We did our live last night with Cody Jacobs. That was very tame as well." And I'm like, we gotta crank her up just one more time before the weekend gets here. And even if it goes well or doesn't go well, it's all right. We did go down to the end of the street though. Pick up some gin and we got some gin, and then we got something to mix with it. We're not gonna plug what we mix with it. We can't do that. Obviously, it's the NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. It is not, the people we have going with it, which is why our energy is very high right now. But anyway, nothing but music these days. Oh, the comments. We are building up, but we are going to be having. I'm curious, y'all have not heard of Birdman until recently. Obviously, y'all know some of the other songs, but I'm wondering, do y'all know about that Malibu Barbie? That's what I want to know. Hold on. We are playing some music here tonight before we get into the topics. Do you know about the Malibu Barbie? I know people are shocked right now. They're still coming in. But do you know about the Malibu Barbie? Is this the Malibu Barbie? Because we have it. Oh, yes, we do. We are playing it. Do you know the Malibu Barbie, guys?
Where the bottom or top of the cars that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you.
Hold on, we gotta get into the chat.
Show you where to go, how to run in, how to what it leads to.
We can't do it like that. Hold on. Let's get into the chat. We'll take the lights away. We'll go straight into the chat room because I know you people are crazy. Malibu Barbie, here it is, back on the fray. Hold on, what's going on here? Are you gonna be at the high bank now? I don't know. Oh my.
Where the bottom or top of the cars that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you.
Songing on my brother.
Let me show you where to go, how to run it in hot and what it leads to. I promise that the show I'm gonna put on will really please you. Come tune in, out, Barbie doll on the spot, come see me, Malibu.
And I don't care if they speak a lie. It's got that R&B going with it, you know what I'm saying?
Not my type. Cause see to me, there's a sea of green and it's harvest time. And you're the sweetie pea, you're the body bee, come with me, Malibu. And they can have all the seeds they want.
Can't wait to call in. The calls are coming.
To me, go get you on. She's crispy clean.
You gotta blow it up first.
And I work the wheel, let's make a deal. Come see me, Malibu. Bottom or top of the cars that I cross, I'm gonna need you. Let me show you where to go, how to run it in hot.
Hey, that's a good little backup right there.
Put on will really please you. Come to any Barbie doll on the spot, come see me, Malibu. Hey, I know we ain't really rode a lot, but come June 6th, we gotta give it up this pony ride. Of me and you, a dream come true on the Bayless side. Pacific time, Southern kind, and that Barbie Malibu. And I need you in the darkest times. When the curtains on, the moon is wrong, when the winds are right.
Hey, that Kevin Blakemore ain't playing, guys. That Kevin Blakemore is not kidding. He's with me right now. He wants to do music with the Chaz.
The world is mean, they're praying on the beat. sure that the phone won't go straight to voicemail tonight like last night. Malibu, welcome to the Chaz. Oh, we're so welcome in the state of Pennsylvania. You have no idea. Oh, my God. If this is not the epitome of don't be drunk and live, I don't know what is.
Cars that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you. Let me show you where to go, how to run it in hot and what it leads to.
No, it's okay. Fine. We'll kill Malibu. Kill Malibu. We do have some topics that we want to talk about tonight. We are just going to start it off. We're going right into the topics because we seem to have a ton of live callers that want to join into the show. I am leading this show here tonight with what's happening this weekend. And what's happening this weekend is possibly one of the most disgusting things in the history of motorsport. What you see here is a picture of a driver by the name of Kyle Cummins. It is posted from the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series. It says the USAC Sprint Car Champ is ready to battle the Outlaws. Princeton, Indiana's Kyle Cummins is putting the wings on Saturday at his home track, Tri-State Speedway. Now, this is a problem. This is an extreme problem in the world of motorsport. That Kyle Cummins is attempting to come into the World of Outlaws and compete on Saturday. This is huge. This is a big mistake. Big mistake. And not for the reasons you think. You see, there's a race happening Friday night at the Jacksonville Speedway, okay? And this is a very short racetrack, Jacksonville, Illinois. We've seen non-wing drivers have their success at this facility over the years. We see the short track slinger in their style really has success here. There's success at Hobstadt as well. Not saying there's not. But there's a problem with this situation at Hobstadt. See, Kyle Cummins, in my opinion, is one of the greatest race car drivers in America. In my opinion. This is my humble opinion. But Kyle Cummins races in USAC and non-wing sprint car. Now, in my opinion, that is valid. And that is deserving of, like I just said, one of the greatest race car drivers in the country. But out here in the world, this is just like Cody Jacobs last night when he said, us in here in the fucking pits, we don't give a damn shit hell bitch about Rico not making the show and Tanner Thorne. These are all logical, but in the societal norm, in the climate we're in, it's a big deal when the high limit people show up and talk all this shit and then get run out the building 2 nights in a row, or one night, run away for the heat starts and then don't make the show 2 nights. In this current climate and all this shit in society, it does matter. It does. To us in it, it don't matter. So to me, as a educated race fan, promoter, guy, commentator, understander of dirt track motorsports, I think Kyle Cummins is one of the greatest in the world. But he's stuck in the society climate. He's stuck in USAC sprint cars right now. And nobody's ever going to recognize or appreciate his talent. Now, that's the problem. That's the bigger issue, is you're not going to get no recognition being a USAC sprint car driver anymore. I'm sorry, loud pedal videos ain't that cool. We're 10 years, 15 years away from when non-wing was cool and people cared what you did in them. You could go win them all and do whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. I think it sucks. I like non-wing sprint cars, but the world doesn't care anymore. You try to fix it. Hopefully you can, Jerry Petty out there in Arizona. Maybe they got a shot. Indiana, you got a shot. But it just doesn't matter anymore to do the things you can do in those non-wing sprint cars. Now, when you get an opportunity like Hobstadt, like they're going to have here for Kyle Cummins, it is very important, I think, for Kyle Cummins to run that race and do somewhat well, so then that the wing crowd and the wing fans might go and watch you in the non-wing car. You know why that matters? Because Ricky Thornton Jr. proved last year, or I think it was last year, that no one watches. And the only way you're going to get somebody to watch that is if another fan base tunes in. Because when he went and run the non-wing sprint car, that was y'all's highest ratings in like 6 years on Flow. Because Ricky Thornton Jr. raced the race. So nobody's watching. Your only hope is to get fans from the other fan sectors of the current motorsports dirt track racing dynamic. So you need your guys to go in there and kick some ass. Now, the reason this is a big, big issue and why we are going to have to try to save Kyle Cummins' career is because this race ain't going to happen, all right? We all got fucking cell phones. We see the weather. It ain't going to happen, guys. You know what has a chance to happen? Jacksonville has a chance to happen. Hobstott's not going to race. I don't even know why they would make that post. In my opinion, I'm sorry if I'm pissing off all the promoters and everybody involved. But Hobstott's not going to race based on our phones that tell us, you know, what's coming. Now, this is why I'm saying we have a chance to save Kyle Cummins' career. Because Jacksonville is going to race. USAC ain't racing this weekend. There's only one place if Kyle Cummins, one of the best people in racing as well, if he's got a car being put together with a wing on it this week and they're dialing it in to go wing sprint car racing, they better get their ass to Jacksonville Speedway if they want to run. Now, we can all play our parts here, and this is what I believe, and sometimes you have to make change. And that is why there is change.org, ladies and gentlemen. And that is what we're all going to attempt to do here tonight. We are going to express the same ideas because we all have cell phones. So there is a link in the description of this live that goes to this page right here. This is on change.org. We have an official petition online right now. Kyle Cummins to Jacksonville Speedway. We officially have launched it, and the issue is below. The issue, if you want to read it, I mean, I just summarized it for you anyway. I said, we in the sprint car racing world know that Kyle Cummins can compete with the World of Outlaws. However, he loves USAC-style sprint cars, and no matter what, he will never abandon his true love. We in the winged racing world respect this, but also know that Kyle has the talent to compete on the short tracks right out of the box. He is currently planning to run Hobstott on Saturday with the World of Outlaws, but anyone with a phone can see that race is going to rain out. Due to this, we are starting a petition to get Kyle Cummins to travel to Illinois on Friday to Jacksonville Speedway, which is a track that non-wing drivers have proven to have success at and has the better chance of racing. Jerry Petty, make it happen, please, and thank you. So you could go into the description here of the video, and there is a link to the petition to sign this. Hopefully, Jerry Petty and all the people at Avanti and USAC and everyone hear this, because let me tell you something right now, and this has really pissed me off. And I've had to deal with this ever since Arizona. Central Arizona Speedway. We were there, of course, with the High Limit Racing Series. And Logan Seavey rode out with his car. And you were like, wow, man, Logan's looking really good. What do you think of Logan Seavey? And I sit there and I say, well, Logan Seavey, Michael Buddy Kofoid, and Kyle Larson, I see these three people as the same. I see them as the same. Talent-wise, these three people are the same. Now, their pasts have varied, like Kyle's went to NASCAR. Michael Buddy Kofoid has went to the World Outlaw Sprint Car Series. And Logan Seavey has went to USAC. Now, when I see talent being managed, it really pisses me off that USAC hasn't done their platform correctly to allow their high-level talent to properly be respected across this country. Who's responsible for USAC being a regional series that can't branch out? I don't know. But as far as I am concerned, Kyle Cummins' talents or Logan Seavey, in my underline that name, has wasted his couple of years here with y'all. Because he could have been wing racing at this point in his career, and he'd be better than Tyler Courtney. He'd be High Limit or World of Outlaws full time and be right up here racing with these guys. Having a real name in national sprint car racing. So that's what I mean by saving careers. Because if you get stuck running USAC, it don't matter if you're just as good as Kyle, you will get stuck. Now, Kyle Cummins, when I say Kyle, I meant Larson. Kyle Cummins is a whole nother scenario. He's a lifetime non-wing sprint car driver that deserves that national respect, and he ain't going to get it running USAC, and that's what I mean. So he needs to get his ass over to the Jacksonville Speedway on Friday night and whoop some ass, because Hobstadt ain't going to race. Stop telling us that it's going to race World of Outlaws. We have cell phones. Just stop. Stop. All the diesel prices are so damn high right now, and y'all are going to have them drag their asses out there. I bet you the only reason it ain't canceled is because y'all want to cancel Jackson with it, because they all got to drive over here, and it's only 6 hours to Hobstadt. So you're hoping the weather turns bad at Jacksonville, or is it the pre-sales that is the reason you ain't canceled Hobstadt yet? We all see the weather report. We ain't blind. And on another note, I don't even know why High Limit's running Lucas Oil on Saturday. Let's just put the promoter brand mind on business sense in this sport. Why in the hell at the Lucas Oil Speedway, where it's forecasted to be 37 degrees with 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at a track that you could barely get 8 people at, why are you going to run that race? Why? So you could get 4? What's the common sense going? What's going on here? What are we doing? Anyway, I digress. I'm blaming Hendrick. Kyle, that's your fault. This is Hendrick's gin, and it is causing me to drink in live. This is what happens when you drink in live. You get on here, and hey, a sober man's thoughts is a drunk man's rants, and I ain't yelling just yet, but I feel like I'm telling the damn truth. Anyways, go sign the petition so Kyle Cummins will get off his ass and come whoop some outlaws up and down the Jacksonville Speedway down here in Jacksonville, Illinois, just down the street from Brandon Shepard's house. That's what I'm saying. Did we at least get one signature? We got one signature, guys, already. Good job. We got a verified signature on the change to Kyle Cummins. Now, that's my first pitch. Do we need to get to the second one yet, or do we need to go to the chat? What's the chat got to say about my diagnoses of the situation? Oh, no. I'm drinking too. Can't wait for a drunk call. Oh, my God. Axum told me that himself. What did Axum say? Chaz is always welcome anywhere. Hold on, let's see. I'm not going to lie. Oh, they're all still playing about the music. Okay, y'all are just sitting back and you listening. USAC sprint cars are awesome. I think they have a lot of good drivers. Well, of course they have good drivers. That's what I said. I personally see them as having good drivers. But, yeah, Jacksonville's only 15%. Go look at the weather report for Hobstadt. It's not going to happen. Kyle Cummins has his own machine shop, has a day job. Before 3 years ago, he raced for fun. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, we're about to get into these sprint car rankings. That's what's on the docket next, the sprint car rankings. And I told you I ain't screamed or ranted just yet. But based on what I'm seeing on these rankings, I don't know if I'm going to be able to compose myself, guys. I don't know. Oh, no. Here comes this drunk rant moment where, some Jeremy Elliott will call me. What are you doing? You looking stupid, drinking on your show. It's going to get bad, guys. But once again, we are drinking on the show. That means we have to use the restroom sometimes. So we'll be right back. P-break number 1. The liquid is flowing through. Have a little bit of a listen to Birdman while we're here. You are chanting for. We'll be right back, and we're gonna get a little crazy on the show.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going down. Rank these nuts
like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low like a Birdman. I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake like a Birdman. You can call me Tanner Thorson in a minute. I can win it when you slip up on the corner like a Birdman. If you don't I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. What's the Birdman? What's the name? Lincoln Park Club, Blue Candy Paint. Trying to act tough, but no you ain't. Wishing, bitching all up in my Victor lane, but hey I bounce and hey I roll. There's not just one, but many more. Cause we the Birdman, we buzz the bunny, and we don't try to suckle unless you're honey. Hey,
Where you at, girl, and what you need? Or do you wanna follow or be the lead? When caterpillars crawl and don't believe, so butterfly them all and spread your wings
like a Birdman, flying high in the flow. Hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson. In a minute I can win it when you slip up on the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow. Hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson. In a minute I can win it when you slip up on the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf.
Oh no. That's the message, guys. That's the message. Can you hear the message? Can you hear the message? Shit goes hard as fuck. Hey, Birdman is very enjoyed by a lot of men and women of America. I believe that it represents the vampires that live among us. That makes any sense. We went to the Lincoln Tomb today. 100% Abraham Lincoln was a vampire. 100%. Oh, there's my little deal. I tried to find the cap, but do we need the cap? I don't know. I've never drank gin straight before. Woo! Says 88 proof. Tasted like some 88 proof. Jeez. Birdman is a banger. I agree. I've had it out for a while. And then the story, I was showing Jim over here, the story of it and how it's about Tanner Thorson and CJ Leary. Like, it has a nice backstory to it as well. Ooh, man, that's a little strong, boy. Ooh. All right. What we got here? Thorson ran 360, 410 in Cali. Never heard of Birdman. I'm stuck on 80s, 90s music. That's fine. You can be stuck wherever you need to be stuck. I ain't here to tell you to do something or the other. You do what you got to do, sir. Got me? No, I'm just playing. All right, here we go. Into the next topic. And this is for Cody Jacobs. We will be at Jackson ourselves. And tomorrow night, we will actually be at the pre-race party with Paul. We'll be making a appearance. We were already halfway invited to this by one of our callers earlier this week, local 305 driver. But Paul Nienheiser and his crew will be at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Jackson, Illinois. And the Chaz is going there to crash this shit. We're going up in there. We're going to be, you think we're drinking tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going up in there slinging yingalings, fruit cups. We're dipping Buffalo Wild Wings left and right. I'm getting double on the celery and carrots. Blue cheese is better than ranch. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I would have never said that 10 years ago, but we will be at the show tomorrow, or the event tomorrow, doing some videos, doing some lives, doing some Snapchats, causing all kinds of ruckus. And then, of course, you can't mention Jacksonville Speedway without showing, the World of Outlaws how to actually drive the racetrack. Now, here is the problem with this race this weekend is technically you can't deny it. The best race car driver of the Jacksonville Speedway is not going to be there. And based on last year's results and based on his career, the only guy to actually beat Kyle Larson at Jacksonville was David Gravel. And honestly, after I watched the race last year, that was on an off night. for Kyle. I know I make fun of the Larson fans and say, oh, well, when Kyle loses, you say it's an off night, and that's the only way he can lose. I honestly think that because Kyle absolutely waxed their fucking ass last year at the Jacksonville Speedway, and I give credit where credit's due. So I thought it was okay to come on the show here today and show y'all some video. Kyle gave y'all some good pointers on how to drive the track. So I thought we should, Cody, I know you're watching the show right now, so pay attention closely to the 57. There's how you drive the corner, David. Tell your driver there to get up on chomp and let the bitch buck. I mean, there's how you go right there, David. That's it. That's the line Kyle showed you last year. Look at that shit. Look at this Kyle Larson, son of a bitch. Look, Macedo and Chomp or Shoehart's racing. Look, David, here's how you come up here and chomp a son of a bitch. Look at this. Look at this Kyle Larson. He shows him the nose. And then he's like, all right, I can't go low. Well, I'm just going to go high. Chomp. That's how you chomp him, David, right there. Look, that's the beautiful example right there. Here's a real chomp. Chomp. Bye. That's Kyle Larson at Jacksonville Speedway. That's probably one of the most premium-est drives we've seen in the history of sprint car racing was what Kyle Larson did at Jacksonville last year. I mean, it embarrasses every one of you fucking World of Outlaw drivers. This type of performance is why the high limit fans think they're so superior and great, is when this damn Kyle comes in here and chomps y'all's ass to sleep and just puts you almost your whole fucking field a lap down. I'm sorry I'm getting mad about it. Y'all know how I feel about Kyle. I think some of y'all are just as good, but at Jacksonville, Kyle Larson just showed y'all what to do. Anyway, we got to move on. I'm going to start getting red in the face and yelling. The sprint car rankings came out this week. I don't know how to feel about this sprint car rankings that was released today ahead of the racing weekend. This was posted by Flo. There's a new number one, and that number one is Buddy Kofoid, the closest thing to Kyle currently that we do have after sweeping the week. He's deserving of the number one in the power rankings. He went plus two, by the way. He was behind Carson Macedo. Macedo falls to 3. David Gravel goes to 2nd. Tanner Thorson is in 4. I guess he didn't. If he would have showed up to I-55 and not made the shows, would he have dropped? I don't know. But Tanner Thorson is 4. 5 is Aaron Reitzel. In my opinion, Aaron Reitzel should be ahead of Tanner Thorson based on simply the World of Outlaw event at 81 Speedway. It seems like when they have these ratings right here, guys, this is a problem, actually. How they have these rankings right now, Tanner Thorson being 4th is basically, and Aaron Reitzel being 5th, is just taking the situation that happened at 81 and throwing a mulligan on over it. I mean, you got a guy who didn't even, he left the facility because he qualified mid-pack. But he's above Aaron Reitzel? Are y'all forgetting this? And I like Tanner. I'm just saying that result, that situation should affect the power rankings or sprint car rankings of the country. It should. I still think Tanner deserves to be ranked, but I would at least flop Reitzel and Thorson for sure. Because that did. I mean, I hate to say it, that did happen, right? It did happen. Reitzel 5, Donnie Schatz 1, +1 up into 6. Consistency is key with his ranking here. Anthony Macri down to 7. Obviously, that's going to fall some more based on the injury. Sheldon Hanshaw pushes it 8. Selzy 9. Shoehart 10. +4 for Shoehart. I guess you get bonus points when you send the damn when you're on the flowracing.com site. You go up there and you chomp the 2 car and you get +4 points or +4 positions in the rankings on Flow. Oh, that's how that works, huh? +4 for Logan. That's some chomp extras. Brad Sweeten 11, Corey Day in 12, 13 Kyle Larson. Oh God. Rico falls 5 spots in this ranking. 5 spots. And they account missing the 2 races here. That's one of their explanations. An uncharacteristic World Outlaw weekend at Peevely. A pair of did not qualify as Mark's 4th straight start It should say Mark's 4 straight starts. It says Mark's 4th. But if they want to use fourth, it should have been Mark's his 4th. The typo here for Flo. Oh my God, did they use AI? Mark's 4th, or it should say 4 straight starts, or 4 straight start. Mark's 8. They got this all messed up. They're saying he's been there it's been outside the top 10 or without a top 10 in his last 4 starts. I mean, it could be written a little better than that. But he drops 5. So, yeah, we don't have to rub it in on Rico. I mean, we all know what's going on there. He's just always been hit and miss, guys. I don't know what to say. There's nothing really to say about Rico. He's always been hit and miss. And that's why when me and Cody originally talked about High Limit versus the Outlaws, I highlighted national premium elite level consistency for Rico to be able to win the High Limit championship last year. That kind of tells me how much consistency is over there when you're able to top the field. Aaron Reitzel got hurt last year, though. And he probably should have been the champion. So that's why I think Aaron Reitzel is the #1 driver in the High Limit Racing Series. That's just my opinion. But if you're going to penalize Rico for missing 2 nights straight and drop him 5, and you got him all the way back here in 14, and then equate the other 2 non-top 10 finishes, I don't know how you have Tanner Thorson ahead of Aaron Reitzel. I don't know how. You have to equate the 81 situation. You have to. There's no way this Thorson being 4th is ignoring that situation. That's not what happened. It wasn't just like a push situation. It actually happened. Any response on these rankings? I'm curious. We'll go all the way down to the top 25 just to get this out of here and go to the chat for y'all's reaction. Tim's is 15th, Baston 16th. Dietz, I believe that's your #1 PA car outside of Macri. 17th, McFadden is 18th. Courtney, Peck, Madsen in 21. Marks, Williamson, which Williamson's looking decent. Hersley and Logan Seavey is in the top 25 of sprint car racing here in the rankings, or sprint car rankings for sprint car racing. They did say there were some notables that didn't make the list, like Brady Bacon, Bill Baylog, some guy named Dietrich, AJ Flick, who beat that some guy just out of the blue. Cole Macedo, Parker Price, Ryan Smith, Ashton Torgerson. So anyways, yeah, Dietrich and a lot of other guys didn't make the cut. But Logan Seavey, once again, I think, I'm just saying, he's in that category. He could be up there with Buddy and Gravel if he would have chose the wing path. He could be. But you could say the same thing with Buddy. Buddy would be up there in Cup if he would have picked the Larson path. But the Larson path, you got to have, a $5 million loan when you're 16, to have that. And you got to have the drive for diversity, Asian situation to get lumped in there with Chevrolet and Toyotas and all that. Anyway, into the chat. What's the reaction on this? I'm old, sorta. Great. Y'all have no reaction. Wait. I think I know the problem. It's been on top chat. The live chat's actually going after it. Okay. What's the petition called? The petition is on, it's actually in the description of the video. Kofoid is one I didn't think would be first in rankings. How could you not have Kofoid first in rankings? Who would you put first in rankings outside of Buddy Kofoid? There's no other way. Oh, God. By the way, we are planning to put out a new song called Chomp Chomp in the next week. We have permission here to get into editing mode, and we are going to have a Chomp Chomp song come out very soon. Okay, let's get into the dirty side of this situation. There is something that I want to bring highlights to, and then we'll go into calling. And this is going to basically give a lot of credit to Brad Sweet and Kyle Larson. Cody, if you're watching, which we just did get some text from Cody, you're drinking too much. Take it easy. You're going to end up regretting it, son. Okay, fuck you. because he's about to hate me, because we're going to give all the credit in the world to Brad and Kyle and Flo. No, I'm just kidding. But we are. All right, so we have two situations here that I want to give highlights to, and it all has to do with USA Today. Oh, aren't you so special, USA Today? You give the dirt track world a little bit of a glimmer of spectacle of attention, and everyone cares about you. This was a post by Flow Racing, and it said, the World 100 and Chili Bowl Nationals have been nominated for USA Today's Best Motorsports Race. Vote daily through April 27th. It's got this, it's got all this stuff. You can check out the story. So you click the story here, and it takes you to this page. This page loads, and it shows you right here, Chili Bowl World of 100 nominees for Best Motorsports Race. Vote here. Has a description about the 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards. It goes in here to talk about Eldora, Chili Bowl. 2 crown jewels join the list of other prominent events like the Daytona 500, Indy 500, Coca-Cola 600, Rolex, Formula One's Las Vegas Dirt Grand Prix, or Formula One's Las Vegas Grand Prix. And it says dirt racing is further represented on the ballot by Knoxville Raceway's Knoxville Nationals, sanctioned by the World of Outlaws. Did you hear that, Johnny Gibson? Flow Racing, the evil bad guys. They're over here literally with a full sentence talking about the Knoxville Raceway and talking about the Knoxville Nationals, and they're mentioning your tour. I know there's this thing out there that you can't find a sound clip of Johnny Gibson saying high limit racing. You can't find it. It's like, it's more valuable than, I was about to say something very perverted. We're not going to do it. But they mention y'all. And then it says voting is conducted via USA Today, blah, blah, blah. And you click the link here to go vote. And then it brings you to this page. And on this page, it's the USA 10 Best situation. Which motorsports race is the best? Vote now. So, it obviously wants you to book a room, I guess. I'm not sure. It wants you to go to the race. So you click it, do it like that. Keep it on the same page. And you scroll down, and then it has all the races, Long Beach, Bonneville Speed Week. I need to go check that out one day. Chili Bowl's there, Daytona, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff, right? And then it's got Knoxville's in here, Little 500's in here, King of the Hammers. It's got all the events to click a vote. There's a Knoxville Nationals. So this is what Flo presented in this whole entire news story. It's what this is of this Best Motorsports Race. USA Today's 10 Best Races. Best Motorsports Race. Look, this is how they presented it to the world. This is what Flo did. They did it like that with a story talking about you, the voting and everything. So now we get over here to the World of Outlaws post. It says the Knoxville Nationals has slipped to 5th in USA Today's best race. Talking about immediately correct it by voting for Knoxville right now, blah, 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 tag a friend and reply. So it's just like telling you about this USA Today thing, and it gives you a link, and the link doesn't, we're not describing high limit. There's no story about it. You don't even get another option on their link but to vote for the Knoxville Nationals. There's no other options when you go World of Outlaw route. And I think that means something. That says a lot. I think, and this is one of the deals that's always talked about in the pitting area over at High Limit, and the people who played the center road with this High Limit versus Outlaw thing is High Limit. You hear Brad and them, oh, we love the World of Outlaws. We want to work with them. You hear Flo, oh, we want to make sprint car racing better for everyone. We want everyone to be involved. We want to mention y'all on our news. All of us together, all of us working together. And then Johnny Gibson won't even say their name. Then Johnny Gibson and World of Outlaws, they post a post. You don't have no other option. Go vote for us. It's about us. War mentality here. Us versus them. Now, I know that the high limit fan bases and all that and the fun rivalry stuff has definitely been built up on the high limit side. And it's very interesting, you know, it's been built up in that way. And they, you know, have been taking shots and the fans and all that. And the World of Outlaws haven't been mentioning them. Oh, when somebody comes to a World of Outlaw race and they want a high limit race the week before, it's that driver won a national sprint car race just last week at whatever speedway. And it was, we all know it's a high limit race, but Johnny Gibson won't say high limit racing. But that tells you the mentality. You know, I know people, and Cody was saying it, the Outlaws would have raised their money. The Outlaws would have did this. The Outlaws would have did all this stuff without high limit. I'm not so sure. But I am sure that the World of Outlaws, everyone involved, it is definitely their TP. And they don't want you to see the other options. They don't want to talk about the other guys. It is all about them. Now, to some people, that's good. Some people. To others, to the ecosystem of this sprint car racing sport in a futuristic way, I'm not so sure that it is. Very greedy, which is ultimately what kills capitalism, is greed. That's how it just self-destructs. It doesn't operate in the free market, which the sprint car world did not have a free market until high limit racing came along and broke the shackles on that market. Now there's an option. Tracks for fans, for drivers. That is the one thing that I can support with high limit racing is the meritocracy that came with it. People love to tout America as a capitalistic state. We live in a communistic, a corporational based communism because the corporations dictate our society and they control it through controlling the free market. We don't have a free market. The regular man can't uprise in the actual system because one guy's on top, or well, in our actual market, there's like 4 or 5 guys on top and they control it all. So you can't rise anywhere. But in this racing world, there was only one guy running it all in the sprint car industry. That no longer is the case. The free market's open. There was no market before. The market's here now. And the only way that free market is here currently is because of High Limit and Brad Sweet breaking the chains and pushing, going all in, literally. Now, some people think Brad Sweet is driving a race car currently with what's happening at High Limit. It ain't his money. It ain't his personal finances. They just gave him all the money and they're letting him do whatever he wants. You know, and he's not really taking the risk. The people who are funding him is. What happens when they quit? Well, I mean, who knows? But the signs I see from the outside looking in on how people are presenting things, I can kind of understand. Who would y'all want in control of it all? Say this World of Outlaw High Limit deal ended tomorrow. Would you want the guys in control who recognize everybody who's included? Or would you want the guy who in control who doesn't even speak anyone else's name? I think I have a decent idea of who I would want to trust in those scenarios. Now, it depends on your philosophy too, is what do you find as proper leadership? Do you like the people who cut the heads off, or do you like the people who give proper, judgment and time, and let's figure out who's right and who's wrong, and let's play it on out? Depends on which side of the table you're on what type of leadership you like. This type of stuff bothers me personally when I see they won't say their name and stuff like that. That bothers me as far as me personally. Who do I think should run it all? Those guys or these guys? And if you see how they operate it, it does draw questions. It does draw questions on who you want to be the leadership station or brand of the sprint car racing industry. How are they going to operate it? The only thing is we don't know with High Limit, if they had all the power, how would they do it? Would they all of a sudden not say anyone's name when they don't have the power? That is, they're playing the only card they have, which is the freedom, which is all these things, because they don't have the power to inflict that freedom. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how they operate. Anyways, what's the chat thinking? Y'all, I'm over here with logical thinking, and y'all are over here just probably drinking and yelling at your screens. Oh, no. Oh, no. Y'all are just wanting to call in and yell. Y'all people. I swear. Look, there's only like 3 drunk people yelling in here. He stopped drinking, remember? Oh, no. All right. We are putting the... I'm scared to do this. In fact, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. There's a person... We'll do it. We'll do it for a second. Call it in. The number's open. Let's see it. 469-701-3735. That's all I got to say tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Big Take conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. We're waiting for the first caller to call in. Here it is, 920-445. Hello, you're on the line. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to say tonight? Where are you from? This is Wisconsin again, isn't it?
Yep.
Are we slowly becoming therapy for you on the show?
Basically, yep.
Oh, God. What do you want to talk about tonight?
The rankings.
Okay, well, what did you think about them? It is interesting.
Hopefully should not be on the top, having gravel with as many top 10s and the amount of... I know that it's being based off of the amount of
Current
wins that
events.
Coldplay has.
Current events.
What was it?
Current events is why he's number 1.
Okay. I was only saying that, though, because gravel has had more top 10s and more podiums previously is what I was talking about before in the chat.
What do you mean? I mean, he's had more podiums, okay, but imagine if Kofoid didn't flip in Kennedale. Kofoid could probably be the points leader, or at least close to second. I mean, I know shoulda, coulda, woulda, correct, but we're looking at the points now. We'll pull them up since you want to say that. Kofoid has 10 top 5s and gravel has 9.
Okay. I was just a little confused in that one.
I know it doesn't make sense, right? Gravel does have 11 top 10s, and Kofoid only has 10, so 1 less there. But it's also the flip down at Kennedale didn't help them. Some other stuff, the situation at Volusia where they didn't start the main event with the backup car that wouldn't start. You got 2 basically DNFs on his record, and that's where your 60 points are at. If those 2 things don't happen, Kofoid potentially is your current points leader.
Okay. Because all of that, I was just getting really confused on seeing that.
Well, I'm more confused. If they're okay, so here's what I'm saying. If Kofoid's going to be 1 based on current events, which is what I think they did because he went, back to back at I-55 and has been running decently strong, then how the hell is Tanner Thorson in 4th if we're going off current events? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah. And like you were talking about before with Tanner Thorson, he should be below freaking what's-his-face.
Right. He should be at least below what's-his-face Aaron Reitzel, which Aaron Reitzel does have a what's-his-face for sure. So I can agree with you there.
Yep.
Is that all you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling. And hey, are you coming down to Jacksonville or no?
I want to.
But you can't.
Probably not.
You got to race your modified.
I guess you can call it that.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, thank you for calling, man.
Yep.
All right. We had a missed call from 223. We'll call it right back. We get another damn voicemail. I'm hanging up on this guy.
Chazler.
Hello. What's up?
Oh, not much. Not much. So, what was the Kyle Cummins stuff? I missed that. But before that, shout out to Mr. Miller Lite Justin Peck for carrying the flag for high limit this weekend. He's the only driver that did anything of note, so good
Right.
to him. So, yeah. I mean, you know, well, I'm not even sure where he's at in standings for the series, but I mean, you know, he's kind of the flag bearer when they aren't racing the series. I mean, come on. I thought, you know, these were quality teams and stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Courtney definitely didn't do high limit any help, you know, at Attica. So, well, it was Attica, wasn't it?
I think it was Attica, yeah.
So,
That should be starting up soon, but I don't know. So what's the deal with Cummins? What was the? Give me. I missed it. So you know.
basically, we got a petition in the comments to get Kyle Cummins because they made this big post about him running at Hobstadt. But anybody with a phone can see Hobstadt's going to rain out, so he needs to come to Jacksonville. And the reason he needs to come to Jacksonville is he's an amazing racing talent that is stuck running USAC sprint cars, and nobody in USAC sprint cars gets any credit whatsoever for their driving ability. USAC, in my opinion, is the reason Logan Seavey is a null and void talent outside the Chili Bowl. Anybody with an ounce of talent who wants to exceed their racing career going forward needs to remove themselves from non-wing sprint car racing and immediately go to wing racing because that's the only platform that's going to properly represent you. So we did a petition to get him to go to Jacksonville Speedway because Jacksonville's going to race and it's a short track and he might have a chance of performing there.
Very nice. What car is he going to run?
The Avanti, the Jerry Petty Avanti 3 car. It's got the funding.
I wonder if the wing car is going to be a Mach 1 too.
I'm not sure. I do not know.
Well, I mean, he'd have a, you know, easy, simple, quick phone call to get a decent wing setup. You know, give Mark Smith a call. But no, I agree with you. I think Kyle Cummins is a hell of a talent, and I do agree with you. He's mired in USAC auto racing. I mean, it's.
I reference Logan Seavey as the biggest example of that right now.
I mean, I say Brady Bacon. He started in wing cars, went to non-wing, whooped everybody's ass. Now he's back to wing cars again. And the other thing, too, is if you're going to be a professional driver and make a living out of it, you got to go where the money's at, and USAC just ain't it.
Mm-mm.
And that's sad. I mean, you have all this history behind you, you know, all these famous drivers drive for series, and you're paying, what's their base payout for a normal show is, what, $8,000?
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, no, I mean, that, yeah. No, I don't know. I'm a big Kyle Cummins fan. Yeah, he needs to go wing racing for sure. Wing racing. You know, I'd like to see him on a big half mile on a wing car.
Well, in my opinion as well, if he's going to have a car together for this weekend, I don't know why the Outlaws aren't canceling Hobstadt, diesel prices and everything. Jacksonville is probably going to race. Just like your only chance at running that wing car that you prepared this week is going to Hobstadt or going to Jacksonville. It's not going to work at Hobstadt. It's just not. So somebody's saying Sunshine is a great example. I mean, Sunshine is an outlier in a way. I mean, do you want to reference Chris Windham at this point? I don't know if you want to do that. Do you? I mean, Windham was a great non-wing guy. Now he's filling in the wing cars. So
it's going to sound a little bit rude, but I mean, Tyler came into wing racing with Spire money. I mean, he pretty much came in out-dollaring a lot of teams.
You mean he came in with Clausen?
Well, yeah, I guess it was. In wing car in the 7?
Yeah, that was a Clausen Marshall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has Spire backing to it too, and
now it does. It didn't until 2 years. It didn't until last year.
Are you sure about that? I could have swore he had that on his driver's suit when he was at the 50 lapper a couple years ago.
Maybe some underground stuff, but I mean, officially, no. I mean, he came in. I don't think they had Spire Association when he busted on the scene and won Kings Royal. I mean, Clausen Marshall puts together some pretty good cars. I mean, they have access to Indy race parts. I mean, that's a pretty good alliance.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get your parts at a decent enough price. I mean, shit, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not hearing about the Cummins thing. No, that's exciting. I definitely agree with you. I hope he goes to Jacksonville. Want to see him in a wing car. Needs to get out of non-wing racing. I agree with you. Just put the tin can on the top and go. Go make yourself a living. Go make yourself some money. You know.
Yeah, don't let your talent die in a dying breed of motorsports. It sucks to say that, but that's what it is.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I love non-wing sprint car racing just as much as the wing. But due to the USAC power structure and them not really doing nothing with it, and Loud Pedal not making non-wing videos anymore, I mean, it's just not where it's at. It's not where it's at, man. That's what it is, you know? And I draw the conclusion to Cody. You know, Cody was on here last night, and he said, you know, us in the pits, we don't really care that Rico, you know, didn't do well. We've seen it before. We don't care that Thorson pulled out. But society talking all this shit to the outlaws, high limit this and that, it matters when that happens. So he's going to bark back. Same thing here. I think non-wing sprint car drivers are badass. I think Kyle Cummins is good. I think all these different things. But in the social dynamic, nobody gives a fuck. It's like the opposite of that situation, you know?
Well, I can't speak for the Midwest. Obviously, I don't live there and shit, but I can tell you, at least when USAC does their Eastern Store, I'm sure they sell seats and stuff, but it's more of a novelty because it's just not something that we get to see a whole lot. Yeah, talent's there and stuff, but yeah, I treat it as a traditionalist novelty thing, something for old heads, non-wing stuff, and the fact that they aren't even tied to Indy anymore just really negates what they are as a series. I mean, sure, you have the history of these drivers, but your path to Indy was going through USAC. You don't have it anymore. What are you now? You're just a name. I hate to compare it to them, but it's like a Power I or, you know, the new All-Stars, or you're just a name. You're living on a name. That's it.
Right.
You're telling the drivers you're pissing away and you aren't paying them enough money to win. You know, maybe if they started paying a base of $10,000 to win, then maybe the interest would be there and you'd start seeing more cars. Maybe some guys that come back and run non-wing. I mean, I'd love to see some of the guys that are in wing cars go and run non-wing, but it won't happen.
That would be their only hope. I made the reference on how, you know, they need Kyle Cummins to go do something in the wing car just to bring an audience to the non-wing show, you know, because like Ricky Thornton Jr. did that. You know, it was like their highest flow racing show of like the last 6 years of non-wing when Ricky Thornton Jr. ran the non-wing car because he brought that late model fan base. You know, no one cares.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But anyways, anything else you want to say before we get you out of here?
No, man. No.
All righty.
Hope you have a good evening, dude. Take care, man.
And do you think I should call Broke Joe?
Do I think you should? You know what? I enjoy. Do it. I enjoy.
We'll give it one shot. Something got into me tonight and said, you know what? Call Broke Joe. Let's see what happens. You think we should do it?
Broke Joe, we want you. We want to hear you. We want to hear the voice of Broke Joe. I definitely like hearing his opinion and stuff because he's an outlier, and you know, those are the kinds of people you should kind of listen to, especially people who have been in and around the sport for a very long time and have had a lot of ups and downs with it.
And there's a lot of things to talk with Broke Joe about. You know, his boy, Buddy Kofoid's on top of everything right now.
I saw that. I saw those rankings. The only thing I can think of, and I said it in the chat, is the reason he's where he's at in the rankings is simply based off of wins. But if you're looking at consistent finishes and stuff, I mean,
I don't know how Tanner Thorson is where he's at, but Rico drops. Yeah, that makes no sense. They're literally avoiding the 81 situation, but paying attention to the I-55 situation to make that move. That makes no sense to me. Aaron Reitzel should at least be above Tanner Thorson.
Mm-hmm. I thought if you're going to rank somebody, it's based off of, you know, consistency in your finishes and wins and, you know, but he's just not been that consistent this year. So I don't know. Who the hell even makes these rankings? Like, are the drivers, media pundits? Are they track owners, series? Who the hell does this? Like, we have all these things. A little transparency would go a hell of a long way.
So I need to come out with rankings now. We'll do the LongLiveTheChaz rankings.
Screw it, do it. I mean, if we're just throwing rankings out willy-nilly and just doing whatever, then why the hell not? Put a pair of rankings out there.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Just do it and see what happens. Because, again, if there's no transparency in who the hell makes up these rankings and what the criteria is to rank one driver ahead of another, then it's literally the old show, whose line is it anyways? You know, fucking the points are made up, the rules don't matter.
Right. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll let you go, and we'll potentially ring the old man.
Yup. Come on, Broke Joe. Answer the phone.
Oh, no. We'll talk to you
All
later.
right. Later, Chaz.
Bye. Oh, no. They're saying ring the old man, Broke Joe. Oh, no. I think we're going to do it, guys. I think we're going to do it. We need somebody in the chat to say yes or no. We know we did mention Broke Joe, lonely like old Broke Joe. Oh, we'll be right back. We got one more.
If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Mosquito, and they growl about it. Lonely like old Broke Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, 'cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedo. I'm just a lap car trying to survive. Running in the back, fearing my life. 'Cause there's a black and 2041 guy adding to the junk in the field with some white on white crimes. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bake statements lately adding up to the junk that the crazy man's making. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary, maybe, who knows? If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Mosquito, and they growl about it. Lonely like old Broke Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, 'cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Mosquito.
And I don't know where we go from here and what we think about it, but it seems to me, gotta be about it. Time for talk and speak comes across as weak, especially when dotting I's and crossing T's. It seems to be what they all want and what they need. And then you'll go, oh, oh no, just like them cars. Down when he goes, and then they get to finally feel like Carson Mosquito.
If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Mosquito, and they growl about it. Lonely like old Broke Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, 'cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, looking to sink with my torpedoes. Carson Mosquito.
If I don't like 'em, I slide 'em like Carson Mosquito. Bam. It's so good. That is so good, ladies and gentlemen. So, before we go into this deep, dark hole of attempting to reach out to Broke Joe, let's clear it all. Let's clear it all out. Here it comes. Before we attempt this path, there are a few things that needs to happen. One is we need to have this in our hands. The Living Bible. Because Broke Joe is a very powerful demon of the world. He is a very powerful entity of the spiritual realm, we will call it. We have our Bible on hand to deal with Broke Joe. We will be fighting the situation known as Broke Joe. And all of it, we know what comes with Broke Joe. It's not just the simplicity, it is the intricate situation known as him. We know how this situation has changed over the weeks, over the months, and over the years. There's plenty to talk about with Broke Joe. His opinion has been valued over the centuries. No matter how much Caleb Montgomery got mad at him last year and feared him away from the show. At least that's what I was told. Wasn't just our basketball competition. It was also the physical threats. Me, myself, we've dealt with the physical threats over the years, the verbal assaults, the blasphemy, twisting and lying of our words and the things that come out of our mouth. But Broke Joe had to face a little fire, and he tinkered away. He tinkered away. But we're going to try to put all that behind us. Help me, Hendrick. Got a special set. Match tires. Hold on, that it burns, but we're trying to call Broke Joe tonight. Oh my God. This is like speed dialing an Odex. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, we got the gin. No, we need a little more. It burns, but this is gonna Broke Joe burned me way more than this. Oh man. Oh, all right. I think we're ready. We're going to attempt to call Broke Joe. Here we go. Going for it. Oh, we have the number here. Oh, we're typing it in. Here it goes. No. It's ringing. It's ringing. This is like, do we get rejected to voicemail? And she says no.
Telephone number 5.
Oh my God. This is when you reset. You think about it twice. Do you give her another call? Do you give her one more call? Do we try one more time, guys? Do we try one more time? Maybe she didn't see the phone. Maybe she's just missing it. Maybe Broke Joe's watching the show and contemplating, do I answer? Do I not? I don't know if I could do this. Somebody said this is like watching Vance calling Trump at the rally and he didn't pick up. Oh, God. Oh, no. Do we give her one more call, guys? Or do we just leave the past as the past? She said she didn't want nothing to do with us. Is that how we're treating Broke Joe? Is that how we're doing it? No more. Time for another. That's what you really do. You're like, no, I called her. No, I called her. Now you take another drink and you're like, fuck. Oh, God. Nobody told me how strong this shit was. Oh, my God. Ugh, gin and juice. You need juice to do something about it. All right. One more call for Broke Joe or no? Hold on. We got a voicemail here. What the hell is this?
What's up? This is Kevin, Bakersfield. Answer my call. Then.
Oh, no. We got Kevin from Bakersfield. That is the national Well, he's in England right now, I believe. Playing music. We'll do it one more time. One more time for Broke Joe. If he doesn't answer, then we'll move on to the next subject. Here we go. Wait. 2 times the charm.
Telephone number.
He lit all the phone. He lit everyone down. Hello. Who is this?
Cletus.
This is Kevin. We're calling Kevin back.
What's going on?
Hello, is this Kevin?
Yes, this is me.
How's it going?
Good, brother. Here, let me put my ear thing in.
Your ear thing.
So I can hear you better. What's going on? I know you're on the phone, on live, you know.
Okay, yes. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, but you're talking to somebody right now, right?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, yeah. All right. So I paused. I paused that because I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Okay, so what's up, Kevin? You're obviously from Bakersfield. Anything
yes.
else?
Well, I love sprint cars. I've always loved sprint cars. I became good friends with David like a few years ago, which I think I told you about that. Recent, I've been chatting with you on MySpace.
MySpace.
And, I threw that off.
You have a MySpace? Hold on.
Messenger.
What the fuck?
No, well, that's when I was really big, but yeah, no, no, but so yeah, so too, I sent you a deal about those badass spurs. I'll send them out to you.
Right.
They were custom made, and I don't wear them, and I have them. I'm going through my shit over here, and
where is over here? Where are you at? I'm kind of confused. Everybody's confused now. What are you talking about?
In Bakersfield.
You're in Bakersfield. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're in Bakersfield. You're not in England.
Oh no, I came back. I was doing some guitar stuff in Germany for a band called Massive Attack.
Okay.
And then I flew back, and this is my hometown, and I also have a house in Beach Bluff, Tennessee. So
nice.
But I'm not out there, but I'm over here because my younger kids are here, so I try to spend time with them, here. So.
All right. Is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Well, yeah, dude, so I love fucking sprint cars. I mean, sorry to cuss, but so I always try to see and watch what's going on. Of course, outlaws mostly, and being that I'm out here, I became friends with Caleb Montgomery with Narc, or he runs whatever, But those dudes at the Thunderbolt, which I don't know if you've ever been to that track. That track is so sick, and it's fun. It's just fun.
Right. The chat's accusing you of being baked. Are you currently under the influence of marijuana, sir?
No, I do not smoke pot at all.
You don't? You're shocking. You're shocking the chat. They would have just lost all their money.
Okay, so I was laying down on my bed. So I do drink the beers.
You do? Have you been drinking tonight, sir? No, I'm just playing.
Oh, definitely. So the General Sherman Toyota Sequoia brand. So yeah, you got to go with that. So 7.5%. Can't mess around.
Oh my God. Okay,
No,
so
but I'm good.
So,
I'm
is there
good.
anything you
I'm
wanted
good.
to directly talk about? Or
Well, I mean, so let's talk about the points thing. So definitely, I mean, before this last weekend, I would say that David was definitely in the lead, but you know, stuff happens, and he got in a wreck. But I couldn't even believe that he came back and took ninth after all that.
right?
Like I thought it would be junked, like done for the night. But he came back and took ninth, and then he came back the next night and got second with the same car, which I can't even believe that. Like like what you talked about with Cody. It's like, dude, what the hell? Like they really, that car could still produce that kind of speed after all that?
Right.
That's pretty incredible. You have
And
to
he's called it
understand that.
Chomp now.
Yeah, no, I know. That is like the craziest shit. Like you are doing the song, right?
What? I thought you were talking about the wreck. Now we're doing a song. What's happening?
Well, no, you talked about doing a song.
I mean, we have a
Chomp
few
song.
songs out there, but yes, I do think that tonight we have enough gin and juice in us. We're gonna make a Chomp song tonight here in the garage. Yes, we're making a Chomp song.
Well, that's
It's
pretty
gonna be
sweet.
hardcore gangster rap.
Oh shit!
I think we need to go like with a twist on it, like a chomp chomp.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
only crappy thing is that what's crazy is who wrecked into David's car.
The
You
one
get what
S, the shark.
And you get what I'm saying? So it's like the shark chomped on the cage.
I think that's how the name was created, because he said shark.
Yeah.
I said shark bit, and he said, yeah, chomp chomp. And then he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's what I'm
okay.
gonna name. Yeah, that's how it was created. Yes,
that makes sense.
it does. It does make sense. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, what's going on here? It's like Logan is the shark, and but hopefully
You do get that's Cody Jacobs basically being a smart ass to the shark racing team, right? You understand? Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's like I just hope, like, I mean, look, I love David. That's my team. I don't follow football. I like UFC. I like music, and I love sprint cars. And David's my team. But like I told them all in Tulare a couple of years ago when I met all of them, I said, look, this is my team, and I give my kids David Gravel shirts. They can wear them or not. You know what's funny? My youngest son that's 13 said, I like Donnie Schatz.
Shit.
And I said, that dude is a 10-time champion. And my son made me buy him the shirt, made me buy him the little car and all that stuff. Holy shit. He's doing really good this year. Pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Like, kind of wild.
He is doing better this year. Donnie's definitely, I think he's impressive.
Seriously. Yeah, it's like...
I mean, if Macedo and Kofoid and Gravel start, wrecking a little bit here and have a few bad nights, I don't see Donnie finishing outside of the top 5 every single night this year. Seriously.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
I totally agree with you.
He may not be dominant Donnie, where he's winning, 20 fucking races, but he's going to win more. He's going to win more races.
Oh,
he's not going to finish out. I don't think he's going to finish outside the top 5 much this year at all.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
And David and them, they'll be up there too. I want to say that, Donnie will have the most top fives of anyone this year. I want to say that.
Yeah.
But Gravel and them are very consistent. I'm just saying that if these guys mess around,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
have some off nights, Donnie is going to top five and win some. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, he doesn't have enough right now. He's at only 6, and they're at 9 and 10.
Oh,
The
yeah.
top 3, but he is at 11 top 10s, and they are at 10 and 12 and
Yeah.
11 as well. So he's consistently there.
Exactly.
The points are very close. You got 5
Well,
guys under
well, yeah.
100 points right now.
Well,
Sheldon is at
it's
94. So
yeah. So if you remember the beginning of the year, like, so I listened to some of the other guys, like on
what do you mean,
YouTube
some
and
of the
stuff,
other
Dirt
guys?
Tracker and that guy
okay.
from High Limit. I met him like up at Tulare. The guy that announces for High Limit.
Chase
I apologize.
Rodman.
Yes, yeah, very nice guy, and the guy that cruises around in the infield, met him as well. He's pretty cool. But so, anyways, yeah, they were talking about like a few of the guys were like saying that basically Outlaws are going to be boring because David Gravel's going to run away with it. Well, here we go. It's not really looking like that, which I don't know. Like, I've talked to David a couple times about certain things, and I know that he wants to be comfortable. I mean, who wouldn't? But why wouldn't you want a challenge? That's exciting. Like, look, if you were a UFC fighter and you were just going to go and fight somebody and know that you're going to just totally kick that dude's ass, would that really be that exciting? Would you really feel like that's a great thing? No. You would want a challenge. You would want that guy to be challenging you, and that would make you better. And I think like most of these guys out there on the track, I mean, like David Gravel, Buddy, like all the high hitters, they're going to want a challenge. They're not going to just want to go out there and just cruise around the track and just win every time. And like I told David, I said, sure, I want you to win, but if you were winning every race, I might get bored with like being on your team. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's got to be some kind of battle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but everybody's got to be out there to make it happen. You got to go out there and go, hey, we're going to do what the fuck we got to do. Like Caleb Montgomery, I've hung out with that dude, and that dude does all his stuff himself for the most part. And it amazes me what he's like achieved, literally, and he's a really positive, cool guy and stuff like that. And, but it's like, yeah, it's just wild, but I wonder like what that guy would get, like if he had really hardcore sponsorship and maybe he doesn't want that. I don't know. Everybody's different, in this ball game.
Right.
So like me, I'm a free agent musician. And what's funny is like me, I'm 55. I've already done all this big stuff. I went to Ozfest. I've played tours with Korn. I've done all that stuff. And now I just do free agent stuff, like play instruments like with certain bands on certain festivals and tours, and then I just come back or go where I need to go, and just chill. So, yeah, so hey, so that stuff you're drinking, I used to drink hard stuff, but that stuff just doesn't take a.
I haven't really drank much of it tonight. Well, never mind. You can't. The good thing about this bottle is that it's black, so you can't tell how much you've actually drank. But it feels like it's full. I don't know, but I haven't drank hard liquor in a while. But I will say this: I feel like when I drink beer, I might switch to the liquor because I feel like when I drink beer, like I start slamming them and it's got the fizz to it and all that, and I just start ripping them. And then I am like fucked up by the end of the show. It's like, you know, and I'm like,
but here's
right
the
now,
thing,
I feel like,
brother,
well, what I'm trying to say is like, right now, I feel like pretty composed. Like, yeah, I feel like I have a little buzz
That's
going.
That's cool.
But I don't have this like side to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that side to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I am here. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we need to go to the liquor. I don't know.
Well, like when you call me, I'm laying on the bed. I'm like, relax. Because I was just
we
like,
tried to get Broke Joe on here, but your boy Caleb Montgomery slapped him around a little bit, is what I hear. Apparently, the story is Caleb Montgomery got in the face of Broke Joe about him talking shit about Caleb on the show. And,
what? Where was this?
I don't know. This is just a rumor. It's not factual. Maybe Broke Joe. I'm texting Caleb right now. I'm trying to get Caleb on the show right now. But I was told this by an outside source that Caleb Montgomery got Broke Joe and told him off. And since then, that's why Broke Joe won't come on here and talk. Dude. I mean, I know Caleb's cool. I like Caleb Montgomery. I'm not saying I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a part of it. Like, I can't be mad. Like, I say what I fucking think on this show, blah, 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 blah.
No, I know.
But then I go out. But here's the deal. I go out in the pits, and I get my ass fucking ripped. Motherfuckers get in my face, call me this, call me that. Fuck you, piece of shit. People are going to whoop my ass, fucking blow my car up, slash my tires, kill me, all this shit. I get told all this fucking shit all the fucking time. Wow. I don't necessarily bitch out. I don't get scared or anything. I don't like I don't like run away.
But you don't want
this
to
shit's been happening. I've been going through that for fucking almost 10 years. Like, I'm not worried about motherfuckers saying all this shit and threatening me or whatever. Broke Joe apparently hasn't experienced this. So he got just a little taste of the fire, and he's he is steel. He's not iron. The difference between steel and iron is that steel is heated up and cooled down, up and cooled down steel. Steel and iron are the same fucking thing. Iron can just take more pressure. So Caleb got a hold of Broke Joe and got up in his face, and Broke Joe folded. Like the steel fork that he is.
Oh, damn.
Stick a fork in him, he's done.
Just get a metal spork. Just become a metal spork. It's both.
It was a test, and he failed. It was a test, and he failed. Meanwhile, I'm still here. I'm through it all. I go through it. Kyle Orson fans, Kyle, Caitlin, Ron, Tyler's, fucking Dietrich's, it don't matter. Come and get me. I ain't fucking shying away. I'm still here.
Hey, so you know what's crazy?
I'm still here.
So I reached out to, so when you were visiting the Dietrich's, right? Before that, like,
you ain't supposed to be telling anybody about me visiting the Dietrich's, okay? This is supposed to be a game.
Okay, all right. But, like, I came across his channel and, man, like Billy, man, that dude is a cool ass dude. So,
but Billy and Danny are different people. They're not the same.
Oh no, they are. Oh yeah. Oh, I know that because if Danny was like probably hypothetically, I could tell like that dude is like a lot of musicians that I work with. You know what I mean? Like kind of. But Billy, he's chill as hell too, and I love that guy. And his wife's so supportive of him. And I ordered merch from him. Like, dude, that dude's like, how can you not like that guy? That guy's like that guy, just loving what he's doing. Like, dude, it's like if I lived out there, I would be hanging out with those guys probably, with Billy and them going, you know, like building hot rods. I don't know, you know, from their shop or whatever. But I don't know. Oh, but so you know, unfortunately, like I live out here in Bakersfield, but Bakersfield is the Texas of California. I don't know if you heard that before.
I know that Merle Haggard is from Bakersfield.
Well, fuck yeah. So Buck Owens, Merle Haggard, Korn, myself, tons of other country artists. You know, I don't know if you, a friend of mine's getting ready to go out on tour. He's like a new country art. Well, not new, but he's been around for a long time. But there's a few different. So you like rap country or
I like a little bit of everything. I don't decipher. I can do it all. I'm probably, me personally, I think I'm a better rapper, and I've developed into being able to sing. But and I got some singing abilities and some ability.
I've
but
heard it.
I don't judge any. Me personally, I like Christian music. All I listen to is Christian music.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Well, that's pretty cool.
Well, people, you know, they ask me all the time, what kind of music?
Christian church.
No. Like, here's my deal. Modern Christian music is not like what you think of in church. Like, here's why I like Christian music. I'll say it right now. And by the way, Caleb Montgomery is going to be calling in. We just got his phone number. It's about to happen.
Cool.
But
all right.
Here's why I like Christian music. Because when I listen to all this other fucking shit, and I jam to the club bangers and all this shit, I like it all, right? All Metallica, I grew up Metallica, AC/DC.
Megadeth. No,
I grew up, Nirvana.
Metallica,
I grew up
Megadeth.
Megadeth's fine. Nirvana, fucking Three Doors Down, Grace, or whatever the fuck it is. All these things. But all the music, when I started learning myself and breaking insecurity, when you start looking at music now and what it's actually preaching, it's all about emotional manipulation. It's about girl, it's about some guy, it's about a relationship that didn't work, my daddy don't like me, all this fucking crybaby shit. But when you listen to fucking Christian music, bruh, Christian music is about empowerment. I can face fear. Fear's a fucking liar. Fuck the game. Fuck these people telling me I'm all fucked up. I'm ordained. God's got me. Y'all can kiss my ass. We're gonna whoop some ass. All these motherfucking people out here are demons. They don't like you. Fuck them if they don't like you. Keep walking through them. This woman that left, she's supposed to leave.
Yeah.
This guy that don't want you, this guy that don't want you, he ain't supposed to. Your daddy didn't like you. Well, he's got his own fucking alcoholism problems.
Exactly.
God's got you. Fuck all these people. So that's why I like Christian music.
Yeah.
Is because the message isn't in depression. It's about elevation to your soul and what you're doing
going
on this
forward.
The struggles of life, you can make it through it. And if you don't think you can, God will help you get through it. Fuck that human being that turned their back on you. There's a soul, there's a spirit. That's the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, and God, the Trinity, that's got your fucking back. Fuck these humans that are inherently going to let you down. From the time they were made to the time of today, God's the only motherfucker that's going to have your back. Fuck Broke Joe. That's what I got to say.
Hey, but I totally agree with you, because I'm going to tell you something. No matter who you are, no matter what you look like or whatever, life is a fucking roller coaster. You have to hold on and go forward and have God as your fuel. And if you have God as your fuel, you will succeed and you will kick ass in whatever you want to do in this life. And I can tell you that because I went through 2 divorces, and I could go on with crazy stuff, and don't ever get married. I'm going to tell you that.
No, you didn't get married. You just got married to the wrong motherfucker. No, that's another fucking thing. You just got married. No, don't say don't ever get married. Don't do that.
I rolled the dice twice. I ain't doing it third.
I'm just saying the devil's the motherfucker saying that women are bad and men are bad and Democrats and Republicans and all this bullshit game. No, these are bad people. These are bad people. Fuck these labels that the devil put on humans. Fuck them labels.
No, I agree with you full on. You know what I mean? And two, yeah, I mean, all of us, everybody out there, no matter what you're doing or what, you know, just try to make it the best you can. That's it. And if you do, and we all do it, you know what's going to happen? We're going to be driving down the road, and we're not going to have some crazy ass swerving at me or doing this or that or whatever out in the world, because they're going to be trying to do the best they can, driving and doing, you know, like whatever, you know, like.
Okay, so would you like to hear from Caleb Montgomery?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like.
Well, we're about to as soon as we get you off the phone.
All right. Well, tell him I'll try to see him this Saturday, and tell him keep kicking ass and keep kicking ass with his YouTube channel and all his social media, and get a win this Saturday. Okay.
Is there anything else you want to say to him?
No. That's pretty much it. And and I'll try to bring him some more cigars and shit.
You think he deserves it?
Yeah, he's my brother. He's my buddy.
He's your brother. He's your buddy. You're saying that officially.
I mean, I get a bunch of perks in my business, and I gave him some kick-ass sunglasses and cigars, and I like to do that to people that I don't come encounter with that many people that I care about, and the people that I come encounter with, I try to give things like that.
Okay.
Like, give cool things to people.
I'll let him know.
Yeah,
let me let you go, and then we'll get into it.
All right, brother. Hey, have a great night. Keep it on, making it happen.
All righty, we will.
All right, brother. All right, bye-bye.
Bye, Kevin. Oh my, what is happening here tonight? Ladies and gentlemen, we are taking it up just a little bit of a damn notch. Let me show you something. Oh my, live with Caleb Montgomery. It is coming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming on the other side of the line. It is here tonight. Caleb Montgomery this is the question. This is the question. I don't know about a caterpillar, and I don't know about a butterfly, but I know about a birdman.
Talking about that Birdman, boy.
I know about a birdman. We're gonna
Trying to
take
get
a
them
break.
old wings.
We're coming right back.
I ain't worried about
Caleb
no cocoon, you know what I'm saying?
This is Caleb the Birdman. I don't know.
Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson, in a minute I can win it when you slip up off the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. What's the Birdman? What's the name? Lincoln Park blood, Blue Candy paint. Trying to act tough, but no you ain't. Witchin' bitchin' all up in my Victor Lane, but hey I bounce and hey I roll. There's not just one, but many more. Cause we the Birdman, we buzz the bunny, and we don't try to circle unless you're honey. Hey, where you at, girl, and what you need? Or do you wanna follow or be the lead? When caterpillars crawl and don't believe, so butterfly more and spread your wings. Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson, in a minute I can win it when you slip up off the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the
I don't care what you people say. Y'all keep talking all your crap. You talk it all you want. I mean, when you drink, you use the restroom, guys. That's what happens, right? That's what happens in modern society. All right, here we go. We are dialing up the situation. Here we go. Caleb Montgomery on the line. Here we go. I think we got it.
Hello?
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing, Chaz?
This is the Caleb Montgomery. That's what everybody wants to know.
Yes, sir.
So,
I almost thought about giving you the wrong number, but I didn't. I've always been
looking
forward to coming on the Chaz one day, and it's an honor to finally make it happen.
Okay. Well, I mean, first of all, I didn't mean to be mean about saying your car looked soft at Vegas. I know we had a disagreement there. I was just sometimes that's what I do with the national teams. I didn't know I made you mad there. It looked like y'all were struggling though.
Yeah, we were on the struggle bus, but I mean, it's dirt racing and it just happens sometimes. And yeah, we were definitely not doing the best at Vegas, and I didn't want to hear it from anybody. So sorry, you had to be on the receiving end of some of my anger.
Well, no, I understand it. I mean, I get it. Like, and I can see it. You know, I've been in a lot of pitting areas, and it's not hard to see. And especially from a competitive standpoint, I've been in a lot of competitive situations. Obviously, late model sprint cars, and in those, even in myself, I've raced. People still discredit my racing background a little bit, but it doesn't really rub me the wrong way, especially with someone like you who has the drive. You know, that's something that you got, and I don't necessarily think you have the drive just from a driver standpoint. My drive I see with you is success. And your drive, and this may be odd, I didn't even plan on saying this, but your drive is racing success. And that bleeds through not only in when you were a little upset at the situation there, but it bleeds through on your content. Like some of the content you're doing right now is so revolutionary. Like that video you just put out at Placerville where you're, throwing, talking about your race and you messed up going into one and all that, but you're throwing a little shit talk out there and you're talking about the other driver. What was his nickname? What was Landon's nickname in that video?
Oh, we call him Cowboy.
Cowboy. I should have remembered that. I'm sorry. But that just shows, like, I know what content takes. Like, it doesn't take a superior amount, but it does take time. It does. Even the little things you're doing takes time. I mean, I'm doing this whole full production shit. That's different. But the stuff you did, just making that video takes a little bit of time. It's not easy. But that shows that you want to be successful in this motorsports thing, whatever that is. And it seems like you're willing to try every avenue there is to make it work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I thank you for the kind words. I do appreciate that, Chaz. But I don't know. With the content side of things, I just try and come up with things that aren't necessarily easy for me to make because, like you said, they take a lot of time, and it's kind of crazy how much, my videos are basic, and I just chop together. Yeah, and Tanner showed me a lot about the thumbnail stuff when we were in New Zealand, and that takes up a decent amount of time. But even my thumbnails are basic, but it still takes me 10, 15 minutes to chop up all the videos, and on top of 15 minutes to download it all, and then I gotta make sure everything's cut right, and then the 15 minutes to talk over it all, and then the 15 minutes to do the thumbnails, and then you gotta sprinkle in a little bit of AI sweetness in there and let it do its job because it's way better at promoting stuff than I am. I just click send or publish, and I have a lot of amazing people around me that help me with the content side of things and have shown me a lot. And yeah, there's just a lot more behind the scenes that really goes into making a video that goes out every Monday at 3:30 on top of working on the race cars too. But anything that's easy and digestible and kind of more raw. I feel like that's what I like to watch, and that's what I feel like I like to put out there. And some days I feel like the videos are shit, and some days I feel like the videos are a lot better, and it shows because some of them take off and some of them you get 5 likes.
Well, isn't it crazy sometimes that some of the ones that take the most time to do are the ones that bomb the most? Like I don't know if I've experienced this, but I don't know if you have.
100%.
Like, it's insane. And then, like you're saying, like the time, I don't know what AI can do for you. I do it the manual way, I guess. But AI is a big discrepancy. I think thumbnails, AI is the way to go, personally. But regardless, go ahead.
I don't know about the AI thumbnail. I mean, since I never thought like that I'd be selling like shirts and stuff, and just to see people wearing my shirts is pretty cool. So I feel like I might as well give back to the people that give to me. So what I started doing is I want to like Gary Watworth or or Devin Mail, like those are my top 2 guys. But like any other photographer like that has a good picture that one given weekend, I'll be like, hey, I'll give you some money and I'll use that as a thumbnail. And then at the end of the day, I get a bunch of cool pictures and a bunch of cool thumbnails out of it. So, but I do agree, AI it's definitely crazy how much it can help. Like even with just subtitles, like I used to just never do subtitles, but subtitles make your videos do better. So you have to have AI watch the whole thing and listen and do all your subtitles.
See, that's foreign to me. I have no idea what that even means. I've always done my own titles and subtitles. That's foreign. So you're saying AI is not helping you graphically, it's helping you literally.
Yeah, like since I talk over my whole entire video, I mean, if you go and scroll all the way back to like my first videos, you'll see like I literally just labeled it Race Vlog 1, Race Vlog 2, and I think I might have went back and changed a couple of the original titles. And I used to never even use thumbnails, but like as of recently, like I don't know, I just name it Wattsville SCCT, and Tanner and Sean were like, dude, you can't do that. Like, it's a book. It's sitting on a shelf, and you got to catch people's eyes. So, yeah, you can, like, you have your subtitles, and AI will write down all your subtitles, and then you can get a little bit of a gist of what you might be able to get for a title or whatnot. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I see the suggestive. And I'm sure when you go to upload a YouTube video, it shows you, like, your number or how good. Well, you may not write them out. Like, I write mine's out. Like, and I have the AI program or whatever that, or well, it's called IQ or whatever, YouTube IQ. I know for some people they're like, "What are y'all talking about?" But I have this AI or IQ deal. This is how I can go to your channel and see how much you make, for instance, or I could see what your best videos are, how much a month you're doing, and I'll type mine in and it'll like rank it, and it ranks it always good. So that's my one problem with artificial intelligence, though, is like, it does seem like it's replacing intelligence, if that makes sense. Like I remember a couple months ago,
100%.
I like wrote something happened in the racing world, and I wrote like a little, couple paragraphs or whatever myself on my phone, just kind of venting. I didn't drunk text a woman. I drunk texted the racing world on my Facebook, basically. And when I did it, I posted it, and people were messaging me and like, "Hey, is that AI?" And it's like, what? I literally just like wrote, like, I can't have a comma and a period in proper language without it being falsified, in a way that is kind of under the same category you're talking about somewhat. It's like, if you can think of just a catchy title or think of some catchy subtitles, that's just something I would do naturally. But for you, it sounds like AI is assisting you to create a better subtitle or title.
Yeah, like I don't think AI helps me at all with like the actual production of my content. It's more of like I randomly get ideas just while I'm working in the shop, and I'm like, oh, there's a tech tip, or oh, there's something I could do with the meta glasses, and it just kind of comes to me, and then I record it, and I'll just chop it up. But shit, when it comes to like the titles or a description, I'm just like me in the shop, or I don't do anything, and I'll post it instantly, and AI will be like, no, it's my manager. It's my social media manager. It's like, hey, you can't be posting 3 pictures in 1 hour. You got to space them out a little bit. Here's when you got to post. These are your times. This is like your following. And because as you know, like you can see your whole analytics and everything behind Facebook. So it's like, oh, you got to post at 3:30, 6:30. And then every once in a while you'll get lucky with, maybe a 7:31 post dinner. So, and it all plays into effect. And that's where AI has really helped me, because I just post and I ghost and I get random ideas and I grab my phone and I post it. And that's what was not good about my social media, like, or that has grown the most, honestly, over the last couple of years.
Well, and something that I like about you, and I don't know if I paved the way for this, and I would love to take credit. Connor Wade, which is the World of Outlaw pit reporter, he
Oh,
says I
yeah.
should take credit. But I was kind of like the first person in this dirt racing world to come out and really be vocal or be opinionated or put things out into the media aspect of this sport that wasn't necessarily socially acceptable in our little world. Like in normal
Oh, yeah.
sports, a quarterback throws the interception, they're calling for his job on Monday. In our world, if a guy flips somebody and you say it was a bad move, that's like the devil's plea. You're crucified. But I mean, what I'm saying is, like, I feel like I did kind of introduce a rawness to the sport, and Connor wants to give me credit. Maybe you didn't, or don't want to.
I'll
That's
give you
fine.
credit.
But
I will give you total credit for that.
but that's what's good about you, outside the AI and all that. Just your commentary on that video, the way you're able to easily pop shots at Cowboy, for instance, or the way you're easily able to self-analyst yourself and kind of be critical of your ownness, is something that, like, is foreign. Like, we're in such a weird click sport, and I think that's kind of where you see it too. We're in such a weird
Yeah.
clicked sport. It's so, I don't know how to describe it. I make fun of it all the time, but
I make fun of it too.
it's such a click sport where if you don't play by these little rules and get along with these certain people, they're gonna crucify you. Like, I've been the guy on the cross for fucking 10 years. But it is like that. And when you act these certain ways and talk those certain ways, it's almost like taking a little slight shot at the system of motorsports and how it operates. But it's so raw and accepted by the audience, if that makes any sense.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more. And I will give you credit. I definitely think you introduced all of us to more of a, I mean, I always say that you talk shit, but it's good shit. And you're calling things out where it's true. And it's not that, I don't know, the
And it's
audience
funny
just
sometimes.
takes it.
That's where you're good, is you're funny too. You got to be a little funny with it. Got to be a little funny.
Yeah, you got to have a little southern twang on it. Like, that's why we call Landon Cowboy, because he's got a little twang behind his voice.
Oh, God.
And that's where the nickname came from, even though he's only like 15. But I completely agree. And I am under the opinion, like, for my my dash and my hood and my nose, it's illegal with the Outlaws. And it's because every car has to look the same. Everything has to be the same. And it's turning into like NASCAR. They're trying to make sprint car racing NASCAR, where everyone shows up in a polo t-shirt, and you got to cross your T's and dot your I's.
You need your Vans.
You know what? Yeah, you can't. But that's not what sprint car racing grew up on, Chaz.
No.
Sprint car racing grew up with Steve Kinser smoking a cigarette in an open red and having a beer with the fans after the races. Like, that is what sprint car fans are about. And that's what I love about the sport, is that you could bullshit for an hour after a local race and have the time of your life with some of the guys, maybe at the campground at Tulare or the campground at Knoxville. And that's just not stuff that's in the public eye. But whenever you watch it on TV, we're trying to be NASCAR, we're trying to be quick, which I do. I really appreciate it, I have to say, because it's excelling our sport. But you also can't demonetize or devalue the platforms like yourself, where, you know what, you call out David Gravel when his nose wing's a little shy, or you call out when they had those little hiccups with high limit and a couple of things that I remember you posting about. Or, I don't know, there's always little things that people kind of just gloss over and no one really makes a scene about it. But I think that's kind of the fun stuff about racing. And some people, like, they just take it on the chin and like, you know what, we'll be better next weekend. Or it's just,
but that's
everything
where the power of the click. I call it the click, whatever you want to call it.
I wouldn't say it's clicky, because I mean, I really do.
Well, and when I say power of the click, it's like, if something happens, for instance, it usually does favor this, that, or the other. Over there, it's a certain click that it favors. In high limit, it's a certain click. Outlaws, certain click. There's a certain clique, and it's like the reason I think people don't say anything is because those people are very powerful. So it's like that group of
Yes,
people
and no.
that if you say something, if you speak up, you might get a little you might be threatened by all their fans to be beating the fucking parking lot, or
Yeah,
you might not
I would
get into
agree
the
by the
race
fans.
next. Well, I'm just saying you might not get into the race, or for someone like
No.
you, you might jump the start next week when you didn't. You know
Yeah,
what I mean by that? I mean,
I wouldn't play into that as much. Like, I think all the guys that are doing their jobs, like, at the racetrack, I don't know the head of director for the Outlaws, but I know Mike Hess, and, like, those guys are awesome. Like, they're super, like, they're understanding and they know what it takes to go racing. And that's why I appreciate, and, like, even Brad taking over King of the West, like, these guys are trying to run a tight ship. They're trying to make it more appealing. They're trying to get more people to watch, which ultimately brings more eyes, more views, more sponsors, and it just pushes the whole dirt into another category, like of professionalism, let's say, like NASCAR. But you also can't downplay the stuff like yourself. Like, I think it would be cool if, like, High Limit or something had you come on for a broadcast. It's not like you're going to say anything crazy or wild, but you might just point out some things that, you know what, these people don't normally hear this stuff, and this is what kind of goes on. But as for the guys behind the scene, I think they're all doing their jobs, and they're doing it damn well. And I really applaud, like, High Limit for letting me race with my hood and letting me do what because it's not a performance advantage. If it was, I would have smoked everyone at Vegas, but the only thing I smoked was everyone going back to the trailer. So it's definitely not that. And I see, like, how they're doing.
Hold on, let me ask you
rules.
this. Let me ask you this. Do you think, and I think this happens a lot on the national scene, do you think High Limit let your hood go because the Outlaws didn't?
That would be funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I
you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
I mean, if we're putting on some tinfoil hats, I mean, that would be a pretty good PR move out of them. They could make a couple free posts about it.
Hold on, let me ask you this. Then this is where I'm going. This is my logic to that statement. Do you think if the High Limit Series had Kings Royal Week, had the High Bank Nationals, had Knoxville Nationals, had all these premium I-55s and all this stuff, which they were just off this weekend, if they had all these premium dates, do you think they would have an off weekend? Do you think they would have any weekends off? I mean, but that's what they play on is the freedom schedule, right? We're free. We have weeks off. But at the end of the day, if you had all these dates, would you? Just like, that's what I mean. Well, they won't let them have the hood. We will. That's kind of the play.
I don't know, because I feel like High Limit, like, I don't know. I'm under the opinion that both, like, a rising tide only raises all boats. And I think where Outlaws kind of doesn't, like, the only thing that I notice is Outlaws isn't succeeding in posting about High Limit. And I applaud High Limit for posting about Outlaws, because their guys are going to go run all these PA races, all these races when they are off. But I also think it's pretty cool that they, like, fill the gaps in between all the Outlaw shows and catch Outlaw guys. And if you were allowed to be an Outlaw driver and go run all these High Limit races, I think that would only push sprint car racing to a new point where you would be like, I don't know, it's kind of like an open tire rule, I guess. If you're allowed to run every single tire, like, the best tires are going to rise to the top, and the best series, everything's going to rise to the top, and it's just going to keep on pushing people more and more and more.
I agree that the Outlaw, like, I think the Outlaws should have let their initial idea go, and we probably wouldn't have this. You know, that's their arrogance that they have that is worth, noting. But at the same time, like, if you flip the script, like, that's why I brought up the whole schedule deal. Like, if you got a series out there that's racing every single weekend and they're established, I mean, and you got this other series that's trying to come in, I think the only reason High Limit posts about these other PA situations and racing the Outlaws and all these things is because that's their marketing. Like,
and that's good marketing.
Yeah, exactly. But the Outlaws don't need, that's what I mean. Like, they don't have to do that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, what would you rather watch? Would you rather watch an Outlaw show or a High Limit show on Flow? Like, sitting on your couch,
honestly,
which one's better?
Well, then it depends on what you enjoy. Do you like watching the Pinnacle? I mean, I do think there's a true argument
who's
that
the Pinnacle?
Outlaws is Pinnacle. There's no debate. There's no debate at this point. After the last 2 weeks, Caleb, seriously, we can have this debate. I'm just saying.
High Limit is way more stacked than the Outlaws.
Are you after Tanner Thorson left 81? After Rico didn't make the show 2 nights in a row at I-55? I know you've been busy racing, Caleb. Maybe you didn't notice these things.
No, I've been watching.
Rico did not make the show 2 nights in a row. Okay.
Yeah, but that's the thing
look,
with racing.
If you don't make the when's the last time David Gravel didn't make the show at an outlaw race without wrecking in a heat race or qualifying?
Yeah, see, now we're not talking about Outlaws versus High Limit. We're talking about David Gravel.
Hold on, no,
you said David Gravel.
When's the last time Kofoid did that? Or Macedo did that? Or Schuhart? Or Sheldon?
Yeah, but I agree. David Gravel is one of the best sprint car drivers, hands down.
I just named 4 or 5. I named 5.
No.
What are you talking? No. We can have this debate. This is good. You may need to be the new co-host. We got a lot of important people watching right now, Caleb. This could be your break. Oh, God, this is good. Continue. Oh, they're watching. Let's hear it.
I would say, I don't know. I definitely think David Gravel's good. He is one of the best, if not the best. He's the most consistent. He's really good at reading tracks. He's really good at being on top of everything. That's why he is one of the best. I agree with Buddy Kofoid, too. Carson Macedo, I mean, don't get me wrong. These guys are all phenomenal.
Look,
they're all phenomenal.
I like Carson, too. I do say that his car is better than him. That's my opinion on Carson.
I'm not going to, just start calling people out, but, I feel like the Buddy and David Gravel's racecraft is, up there with Kyle's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they're all equal. They could all beat each other any given night. I don't think Kyle's some supreme leader by any means. I think Kyle's also really insane, but I think him and David Gravel go head to head.
Right.
Yeah, he's really good.
Right.
They're all really good.
Kofoid's in that conversation now.
100%. Kofoid is really good. But Carson and Logan, I don't know.
Hey, dude, Donnie Schatz is looking pretty solid in the CJB car.
He's looking good. Fucking good. I yell at my TV every time I see that guy come through the field.
What about Sheldon?
100%.
Okay, fine. Be unbiased. What about the respect on Sheldon? Is Sheldon and I've said this, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Sheldon is the Dale Jr. of sprint car racing. He's there.
You hit the nail right on the head.
He's there, and he can do it. Dale Jr. can win the biggest races in NASCAR, right? He could. But
yeah, I mean, when you race 90 times a year.
Well, but Sheldon can do some impressive shit. I mean, and everybody can.
Yeah, they're all really good. Do not get me wrong. Okay, they're all really good. But we're talking shit.
Let's go a little deeper then. Is Sheldon able to race extreme like everyone loves to watch him, right? That's the deal with Sheldon. He could be a fucking 1,000. He could be 1,000% behind the wheel, but then he wrecks the shit. But do you think Sheldon? Do you think? Here's what I'm saying as far as deeper. Do you think Sheldon is able to race that way because he knows he's established as Sheldon and the Dale Jr. and he could wreck 1,000 cars and be there no matter how he finishes?
So the way that I view that is, I think there are two types of drivers on the national tour. I think there's race winners and I think there's champions. And champions are like the Tyler Courtneys, like when he was really good with the All-Stars and he was really good with High Limit until his injury. I think he will be back to that. He is a champion. And I think Rico's a champion too. You can't let a couple bad nights define him. David Gravel is the ultimate champion right now. And Brad Sweet was a couple years ago. All these guys are really good. But I feel like Kyle coming into an outlaw show, he doesn't have to be a champion. He can be a race winner. I think Sheldon is a race winner. He is a race winner. He is
he's a race winner that gets to stay on the national tour because he has a last name. He's a Dale Jr.
Yeah, and he's just, you know what? Fans really like him. I mean, he's good. He deserves a spot on the national tour. That's what I mean as far as Dale Jr. He is there due to his you're there. People
name.
know, people buy your shirts, people rep it. You go to the races, you always see a couple people in some bright orange shirts. And you know what? At tracks like Tulare or places where there's a badass curb and going to be a badass race, it doesn't matter where that guy starts. He will always find a way to the front, 100%.
Well,
and he is going to risk it every lap trying to get there.
Well, and I feel like he risks it every lap anywhere. But that's what I'm kind of saying. Is he able to race that way because he knows he's going to get a pass and he's going to be on the national tour no matter what he does due to his popularity? the Dale Jr. effect.
Yeah, I think like I don't know. Like I guess if you really like you said you wanted to get deep with it, but like if you wanted to like really think about it, I would say outlaw teams and high limit teams, they want a comfortable choice at the end of the day. They're not going to go and stick their neck out and put a random kid from Ohio in the car who wins a bunch of Ohio races but has never been on half miles, bank tracks, quarter miles, California. He hasn't seen the globe. So it's probably a much more comfortable and safe choice to pick a lot of these guys that are already established on the high limit, on the outlaw tour. It's a comfortable and
you know the
easy
number one
pick.
the number one name you're referencing, and I've had this conversation with car owners, Corey Eliason. Corey Eliason's able to float around because he has national experience. Yeah. Just because, you know, there may be a new guy popping up or something, a Caleb, a guy, like you said, a guy out of Ohio, a guy out of PA. But if we put Corey in the car, he's been everywhere, so we at least know what he can do. He can be there.
He's not going to tear up the car. He's going to load it into the trailer every night, and if he does and he feels bad, yeah, we're not going to make every main, but, like, you know, we're going to be there, and this guy knows what it takes. He's already done it before. He knows what it's like to live in a hotel room and wash a car until 3 a.m.
Right.
So he's been there, done that. It's comfortable. It's easy. These guys don't. I mean, I would probably be the same way if I was if I was trying to have a business decision on, hey, who do I put in this car? Who is proven it? Who's a safe choice? I mean, yeah, we can't get the Kyle Larson or the David Gravel, but like, who's going to win a couple races maybe and be an awesome fit and be a good vibe up and down the road every single weekend?
So curious. I don't want to get off too much topics. I know we did kind of with Sheldon and debating there. But I'm curious. The true debate here is high limit outlaws. I don't know how, personally, you cannot put the outlaws superior over a high limit. Like, are you counting Kyle and Corey at that point?
No.
No.
Heck no.
Okay.
Heck no.
So
I think you have guys.
Okay, hold on. Who's the number one high limit driver on the tour right now? Number one. Their hitter.
Number one? I mean, I think I have a strong top three, and it ultimately comes down to uncontrollables of who wins the championship. But I think Rico is probably up there. I mean, he is up there. AA Ron's up there, and Tanner's up there.
Tanner.
Yeah, Tanner Thorson.
The new guy with this coil deal who's finally putting it together consistently.
I would say
is your top three.
Yeah.
And you're going to put, you're going to put, you're going to, so you said Tanner Thorson.
Yeah.
Aaron Reitzel.
Yeah.
Rico Abreu. So you got a guy, just saying, who's new on the scene with coilovers, who is just now showing consistency that High Limit's promoting now as like a contender. They're finally doing that because they weren't. You know, this is shocking for them, I guess. Then you have Rico, who, if you look at Rico's track record, he has been extremely inconsistently. You were probably over there at NARC where he got fired from the 57 Silva car before Rico and Ricky got combined here 3 years ago and started doing shit. Rico's always been inconsistent. And then Aaron Reitzel, I would put Aaron Reitzel personally as the number one high limit driver in the country for their series. That's me. And you're going to put that up against, we're talking about strength, David Gravel, Buddy Kofoid, Carson Macedo. Can you even name a four? Because I got Donnie Schatz, Logan Schuchart, Sheldon Hodenschild to fill out the top five. Who are you bringing to the table there? I mean, I don't know how, and no disrespect to their top three, because I guess at 4 and 5 you're putting Peck and Brett Marks, maybe. I don't know. Tyler Courtney, you know, in a 4 slot.
I would put Tyler Courtney up there.
And then who's 5? Can you think of them? You can't even think of them.
I don't know. But can you not think of them because the outlaw guys?
Hold on now.
Have the outlaw guys been around longer and have they established more of a name?
I'm just, these are guys that are the top 5 I just gave you are top 5 guys who have went on the biggest, baddest fucking tour this sport's ever seen and show consistency for years.
Yeah.
And you're giving me Rico, Aaron Reitzel, and Tanner Thorson as 3, and you can't even think of 4 outside of, you can't think of 5. You could say Courtney. who's still like a question mark. We don't know. I mean, there's no comparison. There's just no comparison, Caleb.
I mean,
there's no
the proof is in the pudding.
I just gave you the pudding, and I gave you some chocolate with sprinkles. Damn it! What are you talking about?
I'm going to give you some more. Here, I'm gonna be generous, and I'm going to give you some more. You know what? These guys, fuck them on these half miles. You guys can take it or leave it. On that Vegas, on that stuff, you know, you're getting out of California. Screw off. If you want to be an adult and race on a quarter mile like Placerville or a 3/8 like Tulare, or come back down here to Hanford or even Paris when it's slick up on the fence, who stacks up better against these California guys? Is it the Outlaws or is it High Limit? Because I feel like you're
Outlaws.
No, if you're putting the Outlaws,
they just put Rico outside of the show at I-55.
That's fine. That's one event.
81 Speedway, they sent the third best guy home before the heat races.
Yeah, you know what? That happens in dirt racing.
81's
it's the craziest thing ever.
Have you seen 81? It's a cowboy up shit track, you know, I mean.
I actually did not watch 81.
It's a Tulare with some banking. If you could picture Tulare or Tulare, what's the proper fucking way to say that? Is it Tulare or Tulare?
You can say it however you want.
Well, 81 Speedway is Tulare with like 15 to 20 degrees banking. I mean, it's a cowboy up getting shit and going. I mean, it's not a little bullshit track. I mean, you just had Donnie Schatz win Talladega. That's high banked 1/3. I mean, you could say Jacob Allen won at Silver Dollar. Logan Schuhart.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I mean,
Jacob Allen was the man there for
I'm just saying, these are guys who were like in the pack of the Outlaws that did go over there and did do some shit. David Gravel won the Roth race. You know, I mean, the Outlaws were up front dominating y'all. I'm just saying that's what happened last year at Thunderbolt.
I guess why I feel like I might view the High Limit guys a little bit different is because I don't
Kyle
view
Larson fan. That's what it is.
I'm not. I mean, I am a Kyle Larson. I was a young Kyle Larson fan when he ran non-wing.
It is a bunch of West Coast boys running the series. I mean, I can understand your biasness.
Yeah, no, but the West Coast boys are running up front with the Outlaws. So, like Buddy Kofoid, that's one of ours. Carson Aceto, he's one of ours. David Gravel's from Connecticut. I don't even think that place counts as a state. Where did he race?
You're good. This is good. I mean, I agree, but continue.
If you look at the High Limit people, those are race car drivers. Like the Outlaw guys, they're all soft, dude. They just run wing cars all the time. You put all these guys, and I wouldn't even say midgets count. Like midgets are pretty soft. That's half of a sprint car. They're for kids. They're toys.
Okay, yeah.
It's 400 horsepower. They're for toys. They're kids, toys, and midgets are silly.
Okay,
but
so then where are you judging this non-softness
wing
at?
And non-wing sprint cars? Like you get a guy like Dason Persley, Tanner Thorson in a non-wing car, dude.
Okay.
Come on.
We don't know.
That's
an
adult right there.
You're guessing now. We don't have evidence for this stuff. You're guessing.
Of those guys being bad mofos in a non-wing car?
Well, no, you're guessing that the other guys can't be. You're guessing.
No, I'm not guessing that they can't be.
Well,
that's the thing. Hold up. Let me cook.
That's true, because we don't have a David Gravel. We got one David Gravel non-wing start, and that was a Silver Crown car at a mile, and he went from dead last and went to second and almost beat Kyle Larson in his first ever start non-wing on a fucking mile, buddy, at 165 in the corner. So what are you talking about? That's our only evidence. That's our only
what
evidence.
I judge it off of is not that these guys can't, because I bet you they would all be bad mofos in a non-wing car, but they don't. And I think that is the silliest thing ever. Yeah, be a man. You're a sprint car driver.
What do you mean?
Go to the barber shop, shave your face, put a mustache on it, get a mullet, smoke cigarettes under an open red, and have beers after the races with your
fans.
So
this is businessman versus rednecks for you, because the guys in the wing cars stayed in the wing cars because that's where the business makes money. And you only run non-wing to be a man, a redneck, for instance.
Are you in this business to make money, or are you in this business to be a race car driver?
Well, I would assume, I mean, the high limit's running on this. I would assume the wing guys are trying to be professional race car drivers.
Oh, yeah, they
and
are.
if you're
They are.
doing that, we had this argument earlier about Cummins. There's no reason to run a non-wing car anymore, business sense wise, if you got the talent. I think USAC's destroyed Logan Seavey's career. He could be right up there in the top 5 of the World of Outlaws instantly. He's got the talent.
100%. But he is a man.
But, okay, okay, fine. So now it's manhood versus professionalism. I think that's what you're saying.
There you go. Yeah, I think it takes a certain set of balls to run a non-wing car.
What if a non-wing
anyone
race
that runs
paid,
a non-wing car?
What if a non-wing race paid, you'd have these wing guys in it? Look at the fucking Mopar
Oh, heck
Million.
yeah.
The Mopar Million, it was Jack Hodenshold's, Stevie Smith's first non-wing race. He ran second, and fucking Stevie Smith ran second. Jack Hodenshold won the race at the biggest non-wing event of all time. And they were both wing guys on Goodyear tires.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So for you, you're basically wanting to resurrect the non-wing sprint car world. I agree with you. I mean, this could be good.
I wish.
I mean, it could be good. I mean, but you're trying to judge high limit in the World of Outlaws based on non-wing sprint car results. I don't get it. I can't have this argument. It's fine. There's no argument to be had. That's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can hang my hat up on that one. But I just personally feel like showing up to a high limit race that I feel like there is more competition than when I show up to an outlaw race. I'm like, meh. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nah, it's not.
You showed up to both of them last year, right?
Yeah.
What happened at Tulare? Do we need to pull the results up?
Oh, we stepped on it.
I'm just. Oh, now you're stepping on it. Now you're entering turn 1 at Placerville a little too high, is what you're saying.
Oh, dude, Chaz, I love to step on it. I think if I could get a green jacket that says steps on it, stitched across the back, that would have my name over the front Zen pocket.
Oh, God. Hey, Zens are really good. 100%. Hey, the only reason I'm smoking this vape right now is because the fucking, I call them dippers, in Illinois are $7.50 a can. What are they over there on the West Coast?
$9.99 for an illegal peppermint.
Oh, my God. You got to go to the little Thailand store to get that, huh? Is that what you're...
I know. Or that's why I go to Las Vegas at the beginning of the year and just stock up.
Stock up, yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised I got to Australia with my bag full of, it looked like little cocaine pouches, but they were actually nicotine pouches. So you believe high limit's superior, which with no results, no proof.
Actually,
that's fine.
Not even just the drivers. I think both sets of drivers are really good, and I think it's really hard to put I think David Gravel's obviously at the top, and I think Aaron's at the top of his game right now as well. But I would so much rather sit down and watch a high limit race with Rod and Tony Laporta, however I say his last name. Sorry, Tony. But I would much rather. I just think the dynamic of flow, it's easy, it's fast, it's in and out. I'm sitting down, I'm watching dinner, and I'm fully engaged like I'm watching some TikTok on my phone late at night.
Yeah.
It is just, but an outlaw show, it just feels like they're like, oh, we've been doing this for years, and we don't need bright colors or anything crazy going on the screen, and we can have a support class. I think they can step up their production
high
side
limit
of things.
Definitely has the enthusiasm. Brad Sweet's kicking their fucking ass as far as promoting the sport. 100%.
Yeah. So I would rather watch a high limit race. I would rather race a high limit race. Don't get me wrong. I want to run both. But if I had to choose to go on a tour, I'm probably picking high limit. But there's also nothing wrong with the Outlaws. I think they're both absolutely badass. And to run for either of them would be pretty freaking cool.
Well, you're only choosing to run with high limit because you can get in the top 5. With the Outlaws, you're worried about 10.
Oh shit! Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Come on.
Maybe
that was good.
Right.
I mean, it's true. I mean, do we need to pull I pulled the results. I don't want to show them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, show a Placerville. It was just some California boys kicking ass and taking names.
Well, I know. That's where Rico needed provisionals. I know. I was there. I was fucking there.
Yeah, it's hard to compete with the California guys. Justin Sanders is, I think, in California, if you can beat Justin or Brad Sweet right now, it is equally as hard to win a high limit or an outlaw show any day. I'll stand by that statement.
Now, this is something I would like to talk with you about. You talked about, who's on the national tour and Carson and Kofoid. That's your guys, right? Like, I have been saying this for a while. I would love to get your opinion. I think I messaged you about a ride here recently, or maybe it was the other guy. But I think California, people in PA are always up their fucking ass, and Midwest and all this. Oh, we don't have no national scene guys. I think the reason California has so many national scene guys is because you have to get the fuck out of there to be nationally relevant. If you don't get the fuck out of there, you will be Justin Sanders. And nothing against Justin. I think he's one of the greatest to ever wheel a sprint car. Personally, I think this. But society-wise, it's an 100%. Island. It's like going from Australia to America. It really is. But
that's where I think Brad's coming in, and he's doing a really good job. And I think in the next coming years, California is probably going to get a lot of respect. That's what I think with Rudine coming in. I don't know. I think what those guys did with High Limit, I don't think you make something like High Limit in such a short amount of time with the Outlaws breathing down the back of your neck and kind of shunning you. And honestly, that's how it is perceived on social media. They don't even acknowledge them.
Oh, you mean shunning High Limit?
Yeah, Outlaws doesn't even mention High Limit, and they don't give them any praise or nothing at all. Like, if you talk about something, like I remember Connor Wade interviewed me at Tulare, and he was like, you had success leading another race, and I was like, yeah, a High Limit race, another national race. Like, why can't we mention these things and just say it willy-nilly? Like, why does it have to be some secret garden that's hidden under lock and key? It only makes everything better if we don't have to work together, but we can sure as hell be like, hey, the Outlaws, like, if the Outlaws, like, they could post, like, they could talk shit and be like, Rico didn't make any of our mains. What the fuck you guys doing, High Limit? You guys are bad. Like, that would be such good PR.
I do think that is why me and Cody got so big last year. I do think it's the Outlaws' fault. Like, Gravel and Larson's deal happened, and Larson's blaming me and Cody's videos for why he wrecked them and all this bullshit. I do think that's because of them lacking a response, and technically me and Cody talking our shit, as funny as it was with Ginger Kitties or whatever, but we were kind of like the only response from the Outlaw regime to the High Limit side. Yeah. So that's why it got so much traction. And that's why it blew up so well, is because we were the only guys, like, I guess, toting that banner of response. And it is very weird, that arrogance the Outlaws have, but I mean, I get it. They're trying to play we're the big bad boss and you're a bunch of fucking nobodies. Who cares? You're going to be here today. You'll be gone tomorrow. I mean, that's the arrogance that I think they don't understand hurts them socially, personally.
I think that's very correct. Like, I think, and that's why I also think NARC in California, like, we have good guys like Cali Dirt Videos, Devin Mayo, Gary, like, we have all these amazing people in California representing it to a very nice way on social media with all the reels and everything going on all the time. Now you put Brad and Rudine as a driving force behind all of it, and with their momentum with High Limit, like, who knows, like, how much it could excel NARC. But what if the Outlaws kind of adopted that whole entire style of social media and kind of playing the field of, hey, our guys are better than yours? Like, it just, like, then you get it's like the PA posse. Maybe you get Outlaw diehards, and maybe you get High Limit diehards, and you get like a bunch of, maybe you do a rival race or something cool, and it pays a shit ton of money. And then who knows with the posse, or a speed week. Like, you could just do so many cool things in competition, and maybe, I don't know, you'd have to chalk it up on live stream stuff.
They just don't want to work with it. They want to dominate it. And that's why I 100%. Think people understand.
They want to have a monopoly.
Yeah, they want it. Well, and that's what I was saying earlier, is like, at least High Limit provided a free market. It was very anti-American how the Outlaws were operating without a free market, being the one guy on top. That's the problem with capitalism. That's how it destroys itself. And it is seemingly like that's what they represent, like a monarch of power. And I think regular people don't like that. So in closing this High Limit World of Outlaw situation, I think that the main reason a lot of people support High Limit is because it supports options,
Yeah.
and people don't want to be controlled with one option.
Yeah, I also want to say that like both of the series are very welcoming. Like I've reached out for like just to let them know that I'm running certain races to see if like we can all work together and just to like work out like a package or something for the upcoming races. And both committees are very approachable and they're very welcoming. And like I think that's what's so awesome is that both series are great in their own aspects. But I just think that's that one thing that I just don't understand completely, and I don't think I ever will until one day they say something about it or they just change their ways. But they're both amazing, and I think we could just keep on being a little bit better. Like we can all be better, and we can all grow and just take sprint car racing as a whole and race car drivers and just keep on propelling the whole thing. Because if you raise high limit, it's only going to raise the outlaws, and if you raise the outlaws, it's only going to raise high limit. And if you raise both of those, local racing is going to grow with it too. It's not going to stay at a standstill.
I think I think regional and local racing is a debatable topic. But I mean I agree with you on certain aspects. I was telling Prime like you got to tell this outlaw people to let that fucking hood go because we can make some Prime KKR hoods and make them popular again. I mean,
yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Or you could just let it be illegal, and then I show up to the races, and you guys say it's illegal, and I get to make an Instagram reel about me putting duct tape all over my hood.
You're talking about the game.
And now I get to make free content out of it and be like, oh, what the heck? And then I get a free reel, and then I get to tag the Outlaws since it is an outlaw show, and boom, the Outlaws get more publicity from it too. And they're like, why are they making that poor boy's hood illegal? And they're like, because it's illegal. And then I get to be like, I'm still going to it's a PR game. I'll play that PR game.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. But hey, guess what? They're still going to let me race, and it's all going to be A-okay, and it's all going to work out. But I think it's a silly rule. But I asked ChatGPT how to get around it, and I'm going to see if it works. But I can't blow my cover just yet. I'm going to see if I can get around the rules when I show up.
What is the actual rule? Because Clyde can make anything. We might have to make a mold on this. Like, we can make a KKR 2026 mold and actually start selling it. Prime does good shit, so.
Yeah, but I kind of like being the one guy with it. I dreamed of having this body ever since I seen a sprint car when I was a little kid, and I wasn't that little. I wasn't around sprint cars my whole life, but when I saw my first one on like a hero card, I was like, I gotta get that hood. And then when I was in like a super in the micros, I was like, I want one of those hoods. And then it finally came to fruition when IPC was like, I got 5 of them. And I was like, I need 5 carbon bodies. And he's like, I will cut you a deal because no one wants these motherfuckers. And I snatched those bad boys up quicker than anyone could. And now I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only guys with the carbon, if not the only guy with that carbon hood. And it looks sick. But the rule states that it has to be full appearing. So it all kind of, I don't want to say too much because it has to be full appearing. And
that's
then
the
it also
outlaw
says
rule.
Rules.
High limit lets it go, you're saying?
Yeah, high limit did change their rules because I don't know exactly, but NARC also changed their rules. And like how that actually all happened was I went to the first race at Merced and Scott Woodhouse was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but you got to change your hood. And I was freaking out because I destroyed my Eagle hood that I had a couple years ago at Crash at Antioch. And I was like, fuck. So I got that all fixed up and repaired, but I was like, Scott, I don't have another body. Like, I can't go to Vegas if I don't. And he's like, okay, let me call Mike. And then Mike pretty much just said, like, it's not a performance issue. It's not anything crazy. Just run it. You're fine. You'll be okay with high limit NARC. But he's like, I can't do anything with Outlaws. And I was like, that's okay. I get a PR statement out of Outlaws, and I get to duct tape it up and make a good Instagram reel and maybe make a couple
just
dollars.
Just as much as they got the view, you got the view too. So
yeah, we both get the views because I'm going to tag them and they can, I don't think they like share people's content or whatever it may be, but I mean, I'm still going to tag them and maybe people are going to be like, oh, let's go to Ventura tomorrow and see Caleb's duct tape hood. And maybe they get 2 more people to show up at Ventura just because of one Instagram reel. Who knows?
Right. I mean, even when you're the bad guy in a scenario or you're the illegal one, it still benefits you just as much as them. I learned that with the Kyle Busch situation at Tulsa, when they tried to give the provisional to Braxton and all these little kids are crying and I go live and they kick me out the building. It's like, that ain't where it's going to end. That ain't fucking where it's going to stop. I ain't just going to be the bad guy.
Outside.
Yeah, we'll just go live. It's exactly what I did. And yeah, so I mean, I get it. Like, if they don't want to recognize it, they can get the blunt of it. But I wonder how much they do. That's the question. Like, do they know, like, when Johnny Gibson and them won't say high limit, or, whatever situation, snob based attitude? Do they know that will cause the uproar? Do they know that more people will point that out? And that's a part of the plan. That's the scary part.
I mean, if it is a part of the plan, that's good marketing, honestly. But I don't think it's that deep with the hood. I think they're just like, dude, go buy another hood. But I mean, IPC hoods are expensive. I'm out in California. It's not like I can just go drive to IPC and pick one up. I have to go and order one and get it shipped here, and then I have to mount it. Which, not saying mounting it's bad. It's what it is. But like, they're expensive, especially to get a hole on. I can't just get a hood. I gotta get the dash. I gotta get the nose, and there's just so many. And then at that point, you're into the thousands of dollars just for that little makeup. And I'm getting the cheap Eagle hood. I'm not getting the fancy TSR hood or whatever the heck the one is that all those outlaw guys run.
Yeah, the TSR hood's very popular. Where are you from? Like, I know this is kind of late, right? Well, actually, on the West Coast, it's kind of early. Who are you? Like, where did you come from? What is your racing background? I know this is late to go into the origins of Caleb Montgomery, but who are you?
I'm from Templeton, California, a little hick town right in the Central Coast. It's halfway in between LA and San Francisco or Sacramento. I can't remember which one it's halfway in between, but smack dab right in the middle. And it's a small little town of like 10,000 people. And my graduating class was like 300 people, which I don't know if that's big or small, but no one leaves this town, and kind of there's not a whole lot going on around here besides horses and cows, and maybe I have like 3 neighbors that are all super spread out. But my dad raced quads, and then he raced sprint cars for a couple of years. And when I was born, he put me on a quad and a go-kart out in the front yard, and I just kind of ran around. I only remember like a year of his sprint car racing, but I always remember like wiping it down and kind of just going and sitting up in the stands. But I was like 4, so I barely have any memory of it. And one day when I turned 16, we got a sprint car, and we kind of just started going to like Hanford local shows, maybe a Watsonville show here and there.
Where did the money come from? You just get a sprint car. Like, that sounds like a dream for most. Like, how did the finances happen?
So my dad, he worked construction, and like when we started, we just got a trailer. And I know we're just saying just a trailer, but like we used my dad's boss's truck to tow it everywhere. And now I'm very fortunate, and I have sponsors like David Cry, who helped me get to the races all the time out here in California. And but my mom, she worked 2 jobs. She was a paralegal's assistant, and she was trying to start out with real estate and kind of getting her feet wet, putting herself through school and put herself through all that. And we just we always thought that, man, one day we'll have a sprint car. And it was kind of just a family dream, like to have a sprint car and to do it. And we sold all of our micro stuff and sold our trailer and kind of got a trailer, a car, and a motor. And that was about it. And
what class were we talking about?
360. I ran 360 for like 7 years.
Budget
I haven't ran
360,
410.
like a budget 360, I'm assuming, or?
Yeah, it was a Mark Birch home built motor. I mean, it thundered for what it was. That thing was pretty awesome. And
was it winged? Was it winged or non-winged? Okay.
It was winged. I ran primarily for like 2016 through like 2018. I would just run like 10 Hanford local shows, and then maybe trinkle in like a Watsonville, or because there was no Tulare 360 back then, or I tried to run Tulare with the 410s just to kind of get my feet wet there and try it out to get ready for Trophy Cup. And we ran Trophy Cup and destroyed a frame and had to give it up to Rod Tyner to get that bad boy fixed. And along that time, we got another frame from the Kadings. I'd never had any new frames until 2022. I got 2 new frames, and those are still the same current frames that I'm running. I don't think frames go bad. You just keep on fixing them. But I have my other 3 cars that I've junked, and they're all outside, and we've kind of just been lucky and found good used stuff on the Facebook and on Hothead or whatever the heck the website that my dad used to. Hoseheads?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to scour that all the frickin' time, and that's how we found our non-wing car, because it was a car that somebody hated, and we scored on that bad boy, and that's my baby. But pretty much it was just a big family effort for like the first 5 years of racing. And
so working class is what you're saying. Your dad was out there. Your dad was a wedo, you're saying.
Yeah, my dad was doing construction, and my mom, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Her story is probably, I feel like, equally as cool as the racing story. She just started out as a real estate kind of a broker's assistant or just a real estate agent, and slowly worked to the point.
Family effort.
Yeah, 100%. And she worked to the point where she became a broker in real estate and kind of just got her footing out here in the Central Coast, and then started to manage a couple of her friends' Airbnbs, and then it turned into just one Airbnb, and now it's multiple, and it just keeps on growing from being a paralegal assistant to now having her own business and her own Luxton real estate and doing that all by herself. It's pretty kick-ass, and I feel like that's where a lot of my motivation and drive comes from, is just watching her plow through what she's done her whole entire life. And I just try and apply that to my racing and my dad's work with construction. That guy wakes up at 5:30 every morning and is gone before I even wake up at 7:30, and I'm not getting out. Don't let me fool you. I'm not getting out of bed until like 8:10, but I like to stay there and watch some reels and relax. But
is that why? Is that kind of why you have that work ethic with the content, with the car, with the everything? It's because you see the
100%.
investment. You know, the
100%.
investment that your family's put into you. Like, I feel really bad for some of these kids. You know, I was up at Cycle Land like 2019, and I saw all these dads yelling at their kids, and I was with the family, and I was like, hey, how many kids actually want to be here? And there was like 180 cars, and the mom said, well, we know them all, probably about 4. And I'm like, holy shit. And it's like their dads just want their kids to be Kyle Larson more than their kids want to be, you know? And it's
100%.
like, when you're that kid that is getting all that and being yelled at and shit, like, I could see how mothers against like drunk driving are mad at racing sometimes. It's like, holy shit, this is child abuse. But I mean, that pressure's different than what you're saying. Is like, this was like a family effort. Y'all all wanted to do it. It was your own choice. But at the same time, the effort, the determination, all the shit you're doing right now, maybe you want to do it, but you also have this feeling of responsibility, it sounds like, to make sure that their investment in doing this is worth it at the end.
100%. And now it's kind of crazy. I never thought like I'd have stickers on my car or any people really behind me and really supporting me, but it's to the point now where like I have amazing people like the Woodlands and David Cry and like shopcaleb.com and part manufacturers that come on board, Rada and Supply, and there's just so many, and Maximo Racing Oils, like all these people now. It's to the point where I think it's from social media and exposure from running High Limit and Outlaws, both of them combined. Like, it's just now it's a well-oiled machine that took us a long time to get here, but now that the machine is well-oiled and we kind of know what it takes to go racing, and from starting out, we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We didn't know how to change torque tubes or nothing. We were scratching our heads the first time I ever stuffed the thing in the fence and kicked out the rear end, and we're like, well, how the hell did we fix this? So to go from that to now be able to just be able to build a car or take a car apart, build it, fix the frame, and come back home and build the car back up again and still have spares and go race in the same exact weekend. It's insane, but it's all because of all the people involved, and it wouldn't be anything without like my parents or David or the Woodlands really believing in me and helping this dream be a possibility. And I'm just the lucky guy that gets to work on it all day and post videos and screw off.
Well, and it's very interesting. You know, we talked to Will Armitage a few nights ago. That's the guy who went quick time against the Outlaws, outdid David Gravel. I asked him who his crew chief was. He said him. He was his crew chief. He's only been racing sprint cars for 3 years.
That's cool.
We talked about sponsorship and all that, and he's in the business side of, you know, my sponsors or my partners to get something back. Where it does seem like the general notion in motorsports is a lot of these people are kind of paying to be your friend when you get to the bigger upper echelons. But there's also like people who just want to support what you're doing. It sounds like that is what, like, we can sit here as the viewing audience, hear your story, and like, here's your dad who's, you know, out there busting his ass construction. Here's your mom who's doing what she's done to get to a point. And there's these people who watch you, see you out there trying, go to the pit, see this situation. And they're like, hell, you know, I may not get anything back for my support, but I like this freaking guy. And here's some money. And you need a 410. Let's do this. That's technically how sponsorship success kind of works as well.
Yeah, I feel like most of my sponsors and partners have I feel like they believe in me more than I believe in myself sometimes, and they're always right there to be like, hey, dude, there's always another race, like go get them again. And I don't know, they're more than just my sponsors, like they're my friends. Like I go and have beers with them after the races.
Hold on,
like,
let me stop, because I was saying that with some more upper echelon people as far as paying to be your friends. I'm not saying like that, you know. I'm saying, you know, when you're a big name, people are paying to be on your car to say I know you now. It's a little different. There is a difference there. That's what I was saying. There is a difference there.
Yeah, like I mean, one of my sponsors, like the Woodlands, they have a museum that's like 10 minutes down the road from me. And one of their sons, Robert, he lives like 5 minutes from me. And he'll just come over and I'll be like, hey, I got some new shirts. Come swing over here and get some. And then we'll end up talking for like 2 or 3 hours and just
you
lose
actually
track
have
of time.
Relationships with these people. Like,
yeah.
Well, I was critical of Rico for saying Mozilla Valley Transportation, for instance. It's like, how are you partners with this guy for 6 or whatever years and you don't even know how to say his company name? It's like that comes across as somebody who's sponsoring someone to be their buddy. Like, he's not going to mispronounce his name, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about all that.
But that's what I'm just
like,
saying, like, that's the examples.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. Like everyone that's on my car, I could name them, their spouses.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You got to know these motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of that would be crazy. I'd feel. I have no comment on that. I don't want to.
You can't pronounce his company name.
No, like shit. I could tell you exactly how to get to the museum.
But that happens. That does happen in our sport, though.
Yeah,
that does happen.
That's crazy.
Where people are paying to be a friend.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a couple stickers on my car that like I don't even necessarily like it's more than just a sticker on the car. Like I have a couple of people. I don't want to just start calling out or saying like what my partnerships are.
You can do whatever you want. It sounds like you have some validity to your partnerships, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like there's a guy who helps me out. His name's Rex, and he's amazing. And like I'll call him and Tuesday races, and like I'll try if he ever needs anything. Like I'll always just try and give him my piece of advice. Like she couldn't feel the nose of her car at one of the races, so I just offered like, hey, I like to put weight on the nose of my 410. Like, is that something that she'd like? It kind of sucked because the motor didn't run for her and she didn't get to feel it, but like that's just. Or like I went out there to Vado with him, and man, we had a good time. We were messing with each other. My buddy Pombo went out there, and we were filling up trash cans with water and tipping them on people's hotel doors and knocking on the door and running. Oh, it was the greatest time ever. But like those kind of races, and if I race and I do good, he gives me a good percentage of the money. So like that's something that I can't really. Like that sticker is worth more than, like that's a friendship. Right. That is something that's more than a partnership. Like I value these people more than just the sticker on the car. Like, fuck dude, I'd go to Chili's and have some beers for lunch with most of these guys on my car, or all these guys on my car. Like they're just awesome. They're good people to have around, and I'm very fortunate. And those are my kind of sponsors. Like I suck with the corporate. I've tried so hard to get some, like a real sponsor that just wants to cut me a check for like $100,000 and says, hey, go race whatever the hell you want. You go do that. And that's not my kind of sponsor territory. My sponsor territory is like the let's go run wing, non-wing, but no matter how we do, let's have a beer and a cigar after the races. And you want to go to Chili's, or what's the plan after?
Well, and I like you a lot, and I think you're the type, and the reason I think that you're worth supporting or liking, no matter if you get mad at me at Vegas for talking about your car. I like you because I feel like you're the guy who, say your buddy you known for all these years gave you $500 to have his name on the wing, and the guy walks in the pits and tries to buy that spot. I think you're
Yeah,
the guy
no.
that says fuck you. You know.
Yeah.
And
Like, I
there's
got
not
some
a lot of
Funded
people
stickers
like
on my
that in
car,
the
too.
sport. There's not a lot of people like that in the sport, and you should know that too.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's some people that would kind of just kick you sideways for a sticker placement. And I mean, I've had to move people around on my car, don't get me wrong, but this was the first year I ever had like people actually help me out and give me really good deals. So I was like, oh shoot, I actually gotta move around and put stickers where they actually kind of belong. It was kind of crazy. I never actually had to go through and be like, this sticker goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here. It was kind of a weird business side of the sprint car aspect that I never had to experience until this year.
Right.
But like if somebody were to come to me and say like, hey, I want the whole center of your top wing, and I would be like, like, that's David's. Or like the center of my nose wing, I'm like, that's always going to be the Woodlands. Like there's just spots. Or like my non-wing car is probably the best example. Like I don't really sell spots on my non-wing car. I have my sponsors that help me, like Rex, Woodlands, and David, and they're on my non-wing car. But like if somebody came to me and said, hey, I want to give you $20,000 and rewrap your whole non-wing car, I'd be like, sorry, I'd love to get you on the wing car, but like my non-wing car that's kind of my baby, where I run it locally and I run it at the fun races that I like to do. And that's kind of where all my people are. Like that's what everyone kind of cares about. And I'm not going to move someone's logo on my non-wing car just for a check. Like my non-wing car has a special place in my heart, and you'd have to give me a stupid amount of money to even consider moving some logos around on that thing.
So there is an amount, no matter how much you love him.
I mean,
if he comes up in the Bugatti, you'll leave the man you love for the man in the Bugatti. Okay?
I mean, I'm pretty sure
you'll turn your back
if
on
someone offered me like $500,000 or something crazy to wrap my non-wing car for like
racers are whores. You just said it. Racers are whores.
Dude, for a big check, Chaz?
I've had to do some deals. Oh, never mind. Can't talk about.
You got to say no to $500,000 or six figures. It's hard to say no to 6 figures.
I mean, you make decisions with your mouth all the time. So I mean, there's logically no, mentally yes.
Yeah, man. I guess you know what? If I
You're
had
younger
to
than me, don't do what I do. I'll be
no
the example. I'll be the example of what not to do. That's fine with me.
Yeah, there's no dollar amount for my non-wing car. That is my baby. That's my pride and joy. I even have my buddy's visor on the car just because it's funny still.
Hold on. I'm texting Jerry Petty right now. We're going to figure this shit out. Hold on.
Jerry Petty? Oh, I actually got to meet him at a Paris race. He's pretty cool.
He's a hell of a guy. I mean, so now you'll take the money. Hold on. Let's see.
No, he was over at another one of my good buddies is Chuck D. Chuck D's Wieners. Do you know who that is? Charles Davis Jr.?
When I hear Chuck D's Wieners, I have a different thought. But no, I haven't heard this person's name. Who is this?
You don't know what they say about Chuck's meat?
Oh, God.
You can't beat it.
All I want to know.
All
I want to know is, are they Ray-Bans or are they Metas? Are they Oakleys or Ray-Bans? That's what I want to know.
They're Ray-Bans.
Oh, I knew it was off to the left a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get the
they're
Vanguards, bro. I'm thinking of the Vanguards. You're saying that the Ray-Bans the way to go?
I don't know. Since I'm inside and outside all the time, like I just want something where I can vlog and do like a race day, or if someone's got to do it, vlog, and I can wear them inside or outside. So I got the transition lenses. I figured that social media will probably pay for the glasses, so I went and got the nice glasses and got the ones that transition.
Is there a record limit?
3 minutes, but you could do it for like. Dude, I washed my whole car. I unloaded the thing, paneled it. Like I really tested the waters on the glasses for my Somebody's Got to Do It vlog that I did, and I washed my whole car, wiped the whole thing down.
Watch that.
Yeah, all just by back-to-back 3-minute videos.
Okay, cool.
So you can click, like 2 hours.
click, kind of every 3 minutes it ends. You just click to go again. Okay, so here's the bigger question.
Yo.
Are you going to? I understand your thoughts with Brad and Narc and Rudine on making the West Coast bigger and everything
I'm not
like
committing
that.
to anything.
Well, I'm just saying, no. I'm a firm believer that the reason California has the bigger national names is because you have to get the fuck out of California to be a national name. Like you can't stay there. I understand that.
can't.
I understand that Brad and Rudine's trying to change that. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
But are you willing to jump? What would you jump for a average Knoxville, Ohio, PA?
No, absolutely not.
So
No.
you're being picky. You're Zeb Wising it. You're tanking
No.
your career.
Definitely not that I'm being picky. It's that my aspirations are not to do that. I want to be Kyle Hurst, if I'm being honest, or Jonathan Allard.
Okay.
Or an Andy Forsberg. I would be, if I could be
Justin Sanders.
if I could hold up. Yes. If I could be a Justin Sanders, heck yes. But if I could be Brian Brown on the West Coast, that's my
Okay.
end goal, my North Star. I want to be the Brian Brown to West Coast, just to show people that it's possible to have your own team, have your own stuff, and be able to race out here on the West Coast and do it professionally and do it for a living.
I mean, I'm a little critical of Justin personally. I think
That's fine. You don't know him.
Well, no, I do. And I think that it's I think when you have that level of talent, it shouldn't be hindered is the best word. I mean,
yeah, but I think he really enjoys his life out here.
I know.
I
know. I get it. Like it's good for him, but I'm the competitive guy. You know, I think if you're the best, go beat the best. You know, if you're the best, you should take. Yeah, I know there's some inherited risk in trying to accomplish that. I'm not saying that's not true, but I do think it's sad that Justin is stuck over there and is not going to get the national recognition that his talent deserves. That pisses me off personally. You can say I don't know Justin or whatever. That's fine. I can understand how his life
I thought you were
is
gonna
more
say he was grumpy or something.
Well, no, I can understand how his life is enjoyable there, but in this competitive element of the sport, like I said, I think it's a little fucked up that he's going to go as the rest of his career, how he is, happy and comfortable, and not get in the competitive element that national Carson Macedo, Buddy Kofoid, David Gravel, whatever you want to call it, recognition for the ability he has.
Yeah, that's fine, but they come around these neck of the woods, and guess what? Old Justin beats up on those guys.
I mean, you could say that.
I think that's all it is.
I was there at Placerville. He didn't have to beat David Gravel. He didn't have to beat Carson. He didn't have to beat Donnie. He didn't have to beat Sheldon. He didn't have to beat Bill Baylog or Garrett Williamson. You know he had to. You know he had to beat that night, right? Caleb, you know he had to beat that night.
Yeah.
What's the number of his car?
Number 3. That was the hardest pass. That pass was harder
Caleb,
than
I'm not disrespecting
David
you.
Gravel.
I'm not disrespecting you. I don't think when I'm saying this.
No, you're not.
You're not David. You're not Donnie. You're not Carson. You're not Kofoid. You're not Logan. You're not Shoehart. Even though Logan is Shoehart. I'm just saying he did win. He has it. He has how many World of Outlaw races has Justin Sanders won?
Sugar Shane has one. Justin's got none.
I mean, but that's only because of Broke Joe. I don't want to get on the Broke Joe topic. Don't. What? Oh no! Now we have to. Now we're on Justin. I mean, that's Broke Joe's boy.
That is Broke Joe's boy.
What happened with you and Broke Joe? He was the one catalyst to call. I
love Broke Joe.
I know, but I heard the story is you had an issue with Broke Joe.
I did. I'm grumpy sometimes.
What happened with you and Broke Joe? We'll just get into it. What happened with you and Broke? What happened with you and Broke Joe? What's the true story of this?
Oh, I have no idea. I love Broke Joe.
I thought you had an issue with something he said on the show. That's what I was told.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't have.
You don't know? Maybe. What do you mean? It's a yes or a no. How's there a maybe? I thought you had.
I don't. Nothing sticks out in my mind.
I got issues with Broke Joe too. If you had an issue with something he said on the show, that's fine. I mean,
I don't know. He's just. I mean, it's in his name. He's just Broke Joe. Like, there's no. That's about the only thing that I got on him. I don't think he's ever said anything on here that has made me too upset. Maybe he talks shit on non-wing guys in California. Maybe that's about it.
I heard you got at him one night. I heard you had a disagreement with him.
I did? Oh, shit. I did at Watsonville. I got it
yeah,
back.
there you go. Oh, you remember now. Oh,
I do remember.
Your Ray-Ban
What did I
AI
say?
programming finally got out
What
of your
did I
mind.
say?
Yeah, okay. Let's hear it, Alex Jones. What happened?
I don't know. I can't. I do remember it though. Like I was walking back from Pill Draw, and he said something to me first, and I set him straight, and
Well,
he
hold
said
on.
something
You
about.
set him straight. Hold on. I feel like with Caleb, that's a big statement because I heard about you, Caleb. I've always been in the back rooms, and we've heard that the Caleb Montgomery's known to put some heat on people. I've heard you're a good fighter in the background. You know, Brian Hubert told me this. And we know Brian Hubert. Oh God, that's a discrepancy to the world. But
Yeah.
what did you do to Broke Joe? What did you say to him? What happened?
I truly don't remember, but I wish I could remember. If Stevie was here, Stevie might remember. But she, man, I don't know. We were walking back from Pill Draw, and I can't remember. It might have been something about like YouTube or something.
Oh yeah, on my YouTube. Yeah, he said something on my show. Apparently, that you didn't
remember
like.
what it was?
No, I don't. I heard this story. I had no idea about it.
Man,
but
I don't know, but I do remember I set him straight.
You set him straight. That's what I heard too. I don't know what set him straight's a very interesting phrase. You don't know what that actually means. Like set him straight's like, hey, don't talk about me, or set him straight's like, hey, motherfucker. You know.
No, I just laid some knowledge on him and educated him in places that I don't think he was very well educated, and I told him the truth on a couple of things, and I just let it be at that because he was talking about, I don't know, there's things when 9 times out of 10 I just let things gloss over me, and if you catch me at the wrong time, at the wrong place at the wrong time, and 9 times out of 10 the racetrack is the wrong place and the wrong time because I'm starting to get amped up to drive a sprint car, and I just get a little sassy sometimes, and I had a sassy moment, and
So it was similar to me and you at Vegas, or what do you mean?
Oh, 100%, yeah. My sass just gets the best of me, and it's on no one but myself. I just I let my emotions get a little hot, and I think that's, it's a double-edged sword because the emotions are what let me drive a race car really good sometimes, and sometimes it's also the same emotions that make me really upset after I get done sucking in a race car. So, and I just can't brush it off like that.
I mean, how could Broke Joe be surprised? I mean, when you gave me your sassiness, I mean, I'm looking at your hair and your mustache. I'm not surprised. You're a prima donna, so.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean, it's coming. Yeah. I mean, it's like the blonde. When she's mad, you don't give her fork and plate. It's like, what the fuck? This is the expectation.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
I'm just kidding. It was a joke. It didn't land. So the only thing I can think Broke Joe said is he said at one time he wanted to put you in the 121. Was that a real conversation?
We talked about it. I'm pretty sure I was like at Justin's and I was mounting bodies, and he came over a couple of days and we were all just shooting the shit, having a good time. And we kind of tossed around the subject of me driving the 121, but it never really happened. I would love to drive the 121. I think that'd be pretty cool, going running a couple Watsonville local shows with a 360, or maybe if it came to reality, maybe a couple 410 shows, maybe an outlaw show, so we can go and beat up on, who's that guy that you keep on talking about?
You did mention Shane Golubic's win. I mean, he did it in the 121. He did do it in the 121.
Yeah. I mean, win an outlaw show, it's not that hard. I mean,
it's not that hard.
Nah, Sugar Shane did it. California guys have been doing it forever. Kyle Hurst did it. Jonathan Allard did it. They all do it. TK's done it a couple times. When's the last time
somebody from California did win an outlaw show?
Shit.
I don't know, buddy. Hold on. Do we need to chat GTP this? Actually, this is actually good. That is a good question.
It's probably been a long time. It's probably Kyle. No, it's not. Would it be Kyle Hurst?
It might be. I mean, it might have been. And when was that?
Oh, Chico, a really long time ago.
Wow.
Dominic Selzy almost won one at Tulare. But almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, so there's that.
Let's see. This is getting good.
I want to say it was.
It wants to say Kofoid.
Kyle Hurst. No, don't count. That don't count.
It don't even. It technically doesn't recognize. It wants to say Kofoid, Carson. It doesn't. It wants to say Corey Day, but that was Knoxville. It doesn't want to cooperate. I'm sorry.
Nah, you gotta kind of guide it sometimes.
I
But we could say
know.
it's Kyle Hurst in a Roth car. I feel like that's probably pretty
And what
accurate.
year was that?
Before I was racing.
Okay, so it's harder.
Oh,
it's harder
Tanner
to
Carrick
win.
would have won Gold Cup if his tank didn't come off.
Would have. Now we're in shoulda, coulda, woulda territory. Are you telling me?
Yeah, but do you remember that when Tanner Carrick almost won Gold Cup? There was like 6 laps left and his tank came loose and they black flagged him because they didn't want some local boys taking their money.
You're sounding like a young broke Joe in the clique and everyone's against him. What do you mean? Hold on now.
Tanner Carrick almost won the Gold Cup. The last year it was the Outlaws.
But it didn't happen.
It did not happen. It was really cool, and I was screaming because I have never made a Gold Cup main, and I was screaming from the little sidelines right there coming off of 2 for him to go out there and win.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my heart was shattered, just like I shattered a bunch of people's dreams at Peeville.
But you're running second to Justin Sanders at Peeville and claiming a high limit win is harder than the Outlaws.
Yeah, 100%. Didn't I say that beating Sugar Shane and Justin and Brad Sweet and Dominic, beating those guys at a NARC show in California is equally as hard as winning an Outlaw show or a high limit show anywhere?
I mean, that's your claim.
That is my claim, but like
it doesn't have factual statements behind it based on the results.
I mean, like
it doesn't.
Baston or Ryan Timms coming out here to a local KWS show and running like 10th. I mean,
are you comparing Spencer Baston and Ryan Timms to gravel? Do I need to go down the list again? I don't feel it.
Oh my God,
gravel,
Flyer
Colvoyd, Macedo, Schuhart. Didn't Schuhart win a Gold Cup?
Shits on those
Did
guys.
Schuhart win a Gold Cup? Now I have to look. It was Jacob Allen, right?
It was Jacob Allen. Logan
Jacob
almost
Allen
got
wins
him.
a Gold Cup, and you're holding the fucking high limit flag. I can't believe I'm hearing this. I can't believe it.
Yeah, hell yeah! I'm gonna hold that flag high.
You shouldn't. I mean, I mean, there's some outlaw teams watching right now. They might want to put you in a backup big game car at High Bank Nationals, but you're a routine guy, so they can't get you over there when Skagit's racing.
Definitely. I mean, no comment, but I don't think I have any future of I have no future in a big game second car. Chaz,
I mean,
so I don't.
I mean, do we need to? Okay, you don't believe so? That's fine.
No, I don't believe so. But who knows? I mean, the world is crazy. But
they like promotion at Huset's. I mean, what bigger promotion could Big Game have than having Caleb Montgomery come over and run a second car for their big show instead of allowing? Because this is the big deal now, Caleb. We're talking big boy shit. You think high limit outlaws? When I hear high limit outlaws, I think Flo, DIRTVision. I think Brian Carter. I think Rudine versus Queering. Like that's a real thing, right? Rudine, Queering. These are very similar entities, right? I would say. Like you got
maybe
two guys.
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, Rudine.
I don't know who Queering is.
Todd Queering is the owner of Huset Speedway. He's also the owner of Big Game Motorsports.
Okay.
And
so
Rudine.
He is like a Rudine.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's why I see them as very similar entities. So if they could pull out a second car and bring over the hot shot, fucking guy with the mustache and the hair. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm putting the car on the track. Fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty crazy. I mean, I don't know why people didn't.
But you're riding high limit. You're riding high limit though. You're done. You're out.
Put me in a car and prove me wrong.
You're out. Nope, you already said it.
Put me in a car and let me go out there and run 24th with the Outlaws. Book my flight right now. Pay my pit pass. Let me put my seat in that bad little bitch and let me send it and prove me wrong.
Well, I mean, you're proving me right when I say racers
are that good.
I say racers are whores, and you're proving my point right now. You have no loyalty.
I'll drive any race car.
No loyalty.
I will drive.
No loyalty.
No, I mean, no, we're talking about commitment versus a one-night thing. I will drive any car for one night.
Are you Snapchatting a girl or significant other the same message? Oh my God! So
no,
you would come to the Midwest then? You would.
Yeah, for like one race, yeah. I wouldn't commit. I mean, I have no...
So you would never see yourself running Knoxville weekly? No one can convince you of that?
Every weekend? No.
Knoxville, Houston,
No.
PA, Ohio.
No.
You're good. You're trying to be the Brian Brown
There
of the
is
West
one,
Coast.
yeah. Or there's one, like if I tell people that my one dream, like I don't give a shit about taking my 3 out there to Knoxville or Eldora or anything silly like that. I'd rather go and watch paint dry or go out and lay on my lawn and watch the grass grow.
Hey, I
like
agree.
that would just be terrible.
I agree.
What I want to do with my operation is my dream is to one day run Indiana Sprint Week.
Okay.
That is like
Non-wing.
that is the tippy top of like my dream one day is just to go and say that I did that in the 3 in my car.
In your car. So you need diesel money at this point.
Yeah, I mean, diesel's not that bad. I feel like that's
To get
really
from California to Indiana, I feel like it would be pretty bad.
Oh yeah, but not for me. I feel like that would be a good tax write-off or a good partnership for somebody who owns like a trucking company or a construction company or kind of anything. Like, I mean, trucks be driving with diesel all over the place, and to like a trucking company, that's not anything too crazy. And it's not like I'm gonna be driving willy-nilly when I'm out there. I'm just going to races and coming right back. So that would be like a pretty cool opportunity for somebody to get a sticker on my non-wing car and make that possible. But yeah, diesel would by far be the biggest.
Is Indiana Sprint Week?
Shoot, I don't know. July? Yeah, July something.
Let's see here, 2026. Oh. They don't even have one now, I don't even think. It's non-wings just dying. I mean,
it's not dying.
It's pretty bad.
It's not thriving.
It's definitely not thriving. It looks like it's late July.
Yeah, that checks out.
It's late July.
I think that would be cool.
So then why won't you bring your non-wing car and your wing car and run like Indiana Sprint Week and then put the wing on and go run Knoxville and then go to the West Coast? Why wouldn't you do that?
Knoxville doesn't sound cool. It just sounds lame.
Okay.
It sounds like, I don't know, like go out there and yeah, it's probably a lot crazier when you do it. Like when I ran Vegas, it was fun to go and experience a half mile, but like, would I rather go run Tulare and Peeville and tracks where you're actually up on the wheel and racing with other people?
Driving the car. Okay.
Yeah. Or would I rather go and mess around with setup and be smoked because it's just me and my family out at Knoxville and I don't run half miles ever and I'm just going to go there for one time to get my ass kicked and change the car every single time I hit the track and have 20 guys tell me 20 different things and be like, oh, well, yeah, sure, I'll totally try one of those. If I were to go and do Knoxville, you can't just go and do it once. You got to do it weekly. And does doing it weekly sound like fun? No.
You're just riding. It's just like it's the NASCAR deal. I say you're not driving them cars, you're riding in them. And sprint cars on half mile is very similar. It's very similar to just riding in the car. You have what you have. You are what you're in, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, non-wing cars belong on half miles and 3/8, and wing cars belong on quarter miles and 3/8.
Okay. And would you ever run a late mile?
Oh, hell yeah. Would I be any good? I have no idea.
What do you mean? Okay, so that's the wild card you're saying is the super late model.
Hell yeah. And then I could talk shit on sprint cars and call them push and flips for a night.
Oh, come on. How do you even know that term? You don't have supers over there.
Oh, I'm a late. I mean, I'm not a big late model guy, but I enjoy the World 100 or shit like that whenever it pops up on Flow or the Dome.
Well, but how do you know what a push and flip is? I'm just curious.
Because those damn sprint cars, all they do is push and then they flip, and you got to go red again and do it over again.
That's fucked up. It's just crazy you know that term. That is, the late model people, they hate them sprint cars. They really do. They got all kinds of terms for them.
It's fucking terrible. But, I mean, at least we go fast. And I would much rather watch a sprint car qualify than a late model race.
Well, and I've always said that. If it's a half-mile track, I'd rather watch a late model. You say non-wing.
Yeah, 100%.
Non-wing or late model, I'd rather watch that race.
100%.
Than a sprint car. I don't know how the people in PA think they got something special. They really don't. That's just I talk shit to the PA people, and they don't like it, but it is what it is.
Nah, I think Port Royal's silly. Like, you're running a wing car on that. I mean, it's cool to, don't get me wrong, to watch the highlights and watch the couple of corners where the guy rips the curb and almost pulls even with the guy, but then when homeboy wins by half of a lap in the middle with his wing trunked every weekend, it's like, I mean,
right.
You're telling me that's way cooler than gonna watch the greatest show of the year with the World of Outlaws at Ventura? Like, nothing's gonna compare to that.
People keep calling me an idiot. I keep saying I can't wait for it. Like, that's
gonna be the best show of the year.
That's the one thing on my calendar outside of Belleville. Like, Belleville, just the extremism of what that's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen because it's a half mile and there's like a guardrail that's 2 feet and they're probably going to run like 160. And we could watch someone in their life. But outside of that, Ventura and honestly, the Stockton date. Like, how is that going to fucking work out? Like, talk about pea shooters. I mean, Stockton like reconfigured their track to basically become like what is that? What is stock? Has it changed now? Like, I mean, I'm looking forward to Ventura. We can agree on that. That's going to be the number one race of the year to see the intrigue for sure. What the fuck is going to happen at stock? Is there any update? Do you have insider info? Like,
fuck. Do you want my? I'll give you 2 answers.
I mean, if you're gonna praise Ventura and short tracks, I mean, they tried, right? They tried to do something, right?
I'll give you 2 answers. First answer will be my PR answer, and that'll be Stockton. I think they've worked at it really hard, and it got better every time they messed with the quarter mile. But I think what they should have done was just kept the half mile and just worked on the half mile. And I'll be really curious to see how the quarter mile new configuration plays around. But I imagine they probably have
a new one. There is a new quarter, or
apparently they have to fix like water, like a well right there because it's in a dangerous spot and the county doesn't like it, so they have to move the track. But maybe they got the clearance for the one race. I have no idea what's going on, but do I think it's going to be a good race for $83,000 for the first race of the year at Stockton? It's pretty far-fetched.
So it's going to be the first race? Seriously?
I'm pretty sure. I think it's the first race.
That's all the way in September. Is it not? I mean...
Yeah, I think... No, because I just saw it on my calendar. We have one in November, but...
Yeah, that's the Gary Patterson. I was out there at the old configuration. I don't think it was a half. I think it was a 3/8, but
yeah, it was a 3/8. It wasn't anything.
Well, but
I'm looking at my schedule,
sent, well,
and I don't have.
I hate to say it, they sent fucking Chase Johnson on an endo off of 3 and 4 one year, and then they changed it. That's what happened.
I'm looking at my schedule, and I do remember that. That was insane. And Willie Croft.
Yeah, they basically couldn't fucking work the track properly. And so they shortened it up.
It's not much better with the quarter mile, but you're going a lot slower, so people just idle around the bottom. And there is no Stockton races between now and the World of Outlaw race. So that is my first race at Stockton.
Wow. That's fucking insanity.
Yeah,
is that not insanity?
Oh, it is. It's going to be crazy. But you know what? Everyone's got the same track.
Who the fuck they think they are? Fucking Charlotte? I mean...
Or Las Vegas. I don't know why we couldn't just keep on doing it at Tulare, but I'm pretty sure Tulare said they couldn't do that weekend.
It's the fair
anymore.
Yeah, it's the fair.
Yeah, or maybe we should have just. I don't even know.
I got in trouble over Tulare.
You know, done it at Ventura.
You know, the county of Tulare called me at Vegas.
Really?
Bad. State of California.
Wait, hear me out, Chaz. Hear me out. What if they made the Roth for $83,000 to win at Ventura?
At Ventura.
At Ventura.
What they should do, I mean, yeah, that would be cool.
Ventura's the best racetrack in California, hands down.
Well, it is. I mean, the non-wing stuff, the Silver 4 back in the day, oh my God.
Hell yeah. Now you're talking.
Yeah, the Silver 4. What was that fucking guy's name? It was before Gardner. Who was that?
Before it was Nick Foss and Tony Jones before
There you go. The real hitters.
Oh yeah. Oh, stop. The Demon's badass.
No, I mean, but the Silver 4 wasn't built on Demon's back. He took that ride. That's all I'm saying.
He did take that ride. He took it from Nick Foss.
That's all I'm saying. Like, the Silver 4 made its name at Ventura, ripping the beach stands off the wall. But
100%.
what they should do is find a fucking way to make that $83,000 race at Calistoga. That's what they should do.
I mean,
that's what they should do. If you're going to fucking have the first race of the year at some BFE, well, not BFE, but some track.
Watch Jeopardy?
What?
You ever watch Jeopardy?
Yes, everybody's heard of it at least.
Yeah. I'll take dumb ideas for 500, having the Rossi at Calistoga. That would be so dumb. That is a non-wing racetrack.
Have you? Oh, now you're being Damian Gardner. Oh my God. Oh
that
my
place
God.
sucks with wings on it.
What are you talking about? It's the only half mile the fucking state has.
Yeah, so run non-wings on it.
But this is where you're wrong, and this is where I've had to learn the hard way. Like, I agree with you that half mile racing, if it's without a wing or a super late model, it's better than the wing stuff. But this is where I will say but, and I'll give PA a little credit. When you watch professional sprint car racing on a half mile, it can be really fucking good.
Yeah, it can.
It really can. And if you're putting on $83,000 race, and it's the World of Outlaws, and they're at Calistoga, it will be really fucking good. I just think
You're probably not wrong.
That would be, I'm just saying the setting there, I know you've probably been to Calistoga.
It's beautiful.
It's just fucking, that's the setting, you know, that's the stage for something that deserves that the degree of an event, in my opinion.
Okay. You know what? I will agree with you on that one. I completely agree. That would be cool.
Okay, so we're in agreement and disagreement.
100%. Yeah, I agree with you.
And that's bad. I didn't mean to bully you into that agreement. I just think that's that would be why. Like now, me personally, put it at fucking Placerville. Fuck all this shit. Placerville. People ask me all the time when I was in Australia, "What's the best racetrack in the country? You've been everywhere." I say Placerville every fucking time. Personally,
the place is good. It's really good. Almost as good as Ventura.
Oh, come on.
Ventura is the most
for a wing car.
I don't know how it's going to be with a wing on it, but
right, you don't know.
Every time I think it's going to be really freaking good with wings on it, and it's going to get slick, and it's going to get up on the fence, and it's going to be right around the bottom, and guys are going to have their wings trunks smacking the fence, and it's going to be like a Belleville or a Belclair, old style Belclair sand curb, and guys are going to be ripping.
Well, I think it's going to be good too, and you know my Carson Macedo song is based on the experiences there. Hopefully,
yeah.
But I don't know about that. I don't know if I can agree. And you and it's fine. You seem to be on the side that is on the projection, and you're young, so you like to project. You think High Limit's better than the Outlaws, even though the results say differently. You think Ventura is going to be better than Placerville, even though the results say differently. I'm just saying, we got results at Placerville. If I was to pick a wing sprint car race that's worth $83,000, and I'm just talking about the fucking race on the track, throw Calistoga and its little Napa Valley out the window. Placerville Speedway, I've said it multiple times, is one of the best racetracks in the world for wing sprint cars. Period. There's no better show.
I would agree. It's pretty damn good.
But you would not pick that for the $83,000 Roth race. I think they're going to move it. If what you're saying is true, there's no fucking way they're going to let that go green. If that's the first...
They might as well.
What do you mean they might as well?
I mean, it's already on the schedule. It'd be cool. Everyone's got the same track.
It's $83,000, Caleb.
Yeah, on a quarter mile that's sandy and there's no berm and no tires on the infield, and guys can just... I mean, Chaz, if I'm running second for $83,000 and there's no infield tractor tires or a berm, I'm sending the thing through the berm.
Yeah, we saw how that worked out when the old Stockton was running. Well, the old new Stockton. My bad.
Yeah. Like, it's going to, I think it'll be chaotic. And I think chaos is what should ensue for whenever there's $83,000 to win. Like, you're telling me the place won't erupt if somebody tries something buck wild on a little quarter mile because they get a little run for $83,000? Like, I think a quarter mile is the best place to have a big purse.
I do too. I said Placerville. I mean, I think Calistoga for the setting. Obviously, it is one of the most beautiful facility experiences. Like, I don't know if I've ever stood at a dirt track and sat back and was like looking at everything but the track and was like, wow,
Calistoga is beautiful.
You know what I mean by that? Like, fucking wow.
Yeah. Even just camping there is crazy.
It's hey, the single women. Oh God. Anyway, we got to get on the other subject. But no, I'm curious. We're talking about racetracks and scenery and all that. Twin Peaks is for another day. But I just went to I-55. I thought I-55 was the slickness, the quickness was unfucking believable. As far as like quick action, it gave me that Placerville feel, but with a little bit more speed, if that makes sense. And a little bit more width, not much, obviously, but it was really fucking racy, dude. Like that, I could see I-55 if being a Bristol, for instance. Like I made the quote the other night. I said, in 1980, Bristol didn't have grandstands around the track, but somebody believed the product they had was worth having it. I-55 is one of those fucking tracks that is just unbelievably racy. I'm curious.
I agree
with you.
I think that's one of the best tracks. Like I called it a Placerville with Tulare banking and Tulare like speed. Like people can just carry so much speed there, especially on the wing to get to the bottom, or they can rip the top and there's dead spots in the track where they have to like negotiate if they're gonna get in the grip earlier or later or try and slide up to it and maybe excel down the straightaway. Like it kind of, there is so much craft that can go into I-55 to running the top and the bottom and even the middle like Donnie was doing. It's just so, I think it really
beautiful. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see.
That was a crazy race.
Well,
both of them.
And you say Tulare banking. I've been to both. Tulare has nothing on I-55 banking. I was trying to think of a track when you said that. That's comparable. I don't think there's a track over there that's comparable as far as banking. I mean, we're talking at least 25. But I mean, I could see how on a camera it looks that way. You know how that is, like camera in person.
Yeah, it's all distorted.
It looks so different. But I'm curious. You talked about, you don't have the aspirations for Knoxville apparently. Which, by the way, I don't know if you knew this. The 10 car was for sale. I was the shopper, the one that Ryan Timms won the Knoxville Nationals in. I was shopping that car 3 years ago on the West Coast. I picked Caleb Henry. I'm sure you know he had a stint in that car. That was why he had a stint in that car. They picked me to pick a guy. Justin turned it down, by the way. Justin Sanders turned the 10 car down that just won the Knoxville Nationals, for the record. So this is what I mean by taking chances. He didn't want to take it. Look what happened. But anyway, outside of California, I'm curious, is there any tracks, you're obviously not tuned to these big tracks. People like you, they want to hear your opinion. I can understand it. I respect you. What's a track out here in the country? This is why I brought up I-55. What's a track out here in the country, in society, we'll call it, that you do want to come and race in a wing car? I get it. You're Indiana and non-wing stuff. But Jerry Petty says, I ain't got a text back yet. We're trying to make it happen for you. But what's in the Midwest that you want to go to outside of the West Coast? People are saying, Skagit, fuck the West Coast. Central, Midwest, East Coast, anywhere else but your area.
I would say probably pretty high up on my wish list would be the Berg, and this is all wing car. The Berg, Kokomo, I-55, I-30.
I-30's gone. unfortunately.
Oh shit! Well,
But Texarkana took over. It's a similar track. You could take Texarkana.
I'd go to Texarkana. There's a bunch out there. Like, I would do any. I would race anywhere. Like, if someone wanted to give me an opportunity, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna race anywhere. I'm just
curious about what you saw. I mean, you've seen these tracks. You've watched
the Berg.
The Lawrenceburg.
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to go to the Berg bad. I think that would be awesome.
Okay. What about? There's an area. I mean, I'm trying to get you out in the wing stuff. I know you love non-wing, but I mean, I'm sorry. I love non-wing too, but nobody cares. What about Wisconsin? Wilmot, Cedar Lake. I mean, these are some get up
Cedar
on the
Lake
wheel.
does look pretty cool.
Cedar Lake looks.
Yeah. Wilmot, I don't know. I used to run that on R Factor, and I hated that track. So
R Factor, you actually know what R Factor is? That's crazy. Wow.
Oh yeah, I'm like one of the few guys that still helps people download it to this day.
Do you ever come across my skins on there? That's how Kyle and me know each other. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude. I'm pretty sure I've seen your skins on there.
Well,
Chaz
no,
Thompson?
it wasn't
yeah,
mine.
100%.
Like, they put my name. No, this is the funny fucking thing. This is why Kyle knows. Like, I didn't race a lot. I only popped in for the money races back when R Factor was hot. And I won all the money races. And I would leave. I would just I'm here. And then I'd leave. I was like Kyle, but on sim racing. And then people started putting my fucking skins in the game. Like I was a fucking Kinzer guy or something. Like, you know how you download it and there's like Kinzer and Sammy and all the outlaw. They started putting me in there. And I was like, why am I in there? Like, what the fuck? They're like, you never race it. So
that game's badass. That's the best.
Yes.
The best game.
Yes, I agree. And I guess you're referring to the Boz sprint cars.
No, midgets all day.
SPR?
Yeah.
Oh God.
SPR midgets all day long. One of our buddies,
no.
We actually just made some new ones.
No.
Yeah. By we, I mean, I can't really disclose his full name, but we call him Felipe. Felipe and a couple of our boys. Everyone's got a cool nickname. But, well, I don't know. The R Factor might get upset. They might get mad that they're still making
R Factor's done. You're not in R Factor 2. I mean, people don't even know what we're talking about right now. We're so alien.
Yeah. Isaiah Vasquez made some new midgets, and Rylan Gray. And James Turnbull. They keep on making like new tracks and stuff for the game. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I used to. I'm curious. I used to make the tracks. One of the first times I interacted with Aaron Reitzel, I made a track for R Factor, and I made all these slick tracks. I designed them. I painted them. This is how I got all my graphical background. Honestly, like the way I'm able to do this show right now with all the graphics and knowing how to do Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator was making race cars for R Factor and actually designing race tracks and their textures. And I came out with some tracks called Texas Slick. And I designed the slick in the middle because old school R Factor used to be just like a one color track and it was slick and you couldn't see it. And I was like, well, fuck this. I'll make it. And so I made these Texas Slick tracks. And one time Aaron Reitzel was in like a fucking TeamSpeak. That's an old school communication device. You probably don't know what that is, but no, I'm just kidding.
I still know what TeamSpeak is.
You know what TeamSpeak is. So Aaron Reitzel comes in there and he's like, hey, are you that Chaz guy who made these Texas Slick things? And he goes, and I go, well, yeah. And he goes, well, that's exactly how the fuck it is. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, dude, when it's like that and you're pedaling it, and people got mad at me because I would help make the tracks and then I would race and then I'd win all the money. And then, that's how that goes. But R Factor, in my opinion, supersedes iRacing. iRacing is corporate. R Factor is homemade, and I think R Factor has the advantage on that. Seriously.
Oh, 100%. R Factor is way better. They have curbs, real tracks, every track you could probably think of. It's the shit. Hey,
I don't know if you're joking. I know you got to go. I know we got to hang up.
No, I'm definitely not joking. I'll stand on R Factor forever, but I do have to get some sleep.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me be a part of the show. I really appreciate it. And if you ever want to do it again, let me know.
you're down for being a co-host. Oh my God.
Hell yeah, I'll do it again.
Okay. Do you
Just let me know.
do you like the Carson Macedo song or no? That's what everybody wants to know.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't listened to it. I ain't gonna lie.
What about Birdman?
I ain't listened to that either.
Oh, you're gonna know tonight. Anyway,
Okay.
thank you for calling. Or
Yeah,
me
thank you for
calling
having
you or whatever happened.
Until next time, Chaz.
All right. Bye.
All right, see you.
Oh my God, Caleb Henry. Do we have to play Birdman on the top of that? I think we do. Oh no. Oh, he gonna learn about that Birdman tonight.
I ain't worried about no cocoon, you know what I'm saying?
No cocoon.
Like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low. Like a Birdman, I try to fly out the way, but I ride inside when they made their mistake. Like a Birdman, you can call me Tanner Thorson, in a minute I can win it when you slip up off the corner. Like a Birdman, if you don't like the results, I'll show you both of my birdies like I end a round of golf. What's the Birdman? What's the name? Lincoln Park Blood, real candy paint. Trying to act tough, but no you ain't. Wishing, bitching all up in my Victor lane, but hey I bounce in the arrow. There's not just one, but many more. Cause we the Birdman, we buzz the bunny, and we don't try to suck up unless you're honey. Hey,
Where you at, girl, and what you need? Or do you wanna follow or be the lead? When caterpillars crawl and don't believe, so butterfly them all and spread your wings
like a Birdman, flying high in the flow, hit it high on the cushion, drop it down really low.
What do we do here? Do we like end the show? We end the show. I mean, we just had a very good conversation, 2 hours almost, with Caleb Henry. We had some very prominent people on the show. Listen to this. This is what we were saying. There was some prominent people on the show who are in charge of World Outlaw teams watching. Not just Cody Jacobs. I know y'all, Cody's your boy. This person said, you're 100% right. This dude wants to debate. He's delusional. Please stop him. He's calling himself dumb. Oh, my, Caleb. Hey, I respect it, though. Caleb's giving his opinion. Here's what I'll say. Hey, even to this guy talking his shit. Caleb's, hey, if you like the Chaz, texting me, guy, I ain't giving up your name. If you like the Chaz, I just get on here and say what I think, no matter the opinion being told to me. Caleb is doing the same. I'm not saying I respect Caleb more than you, but I am saying you got to respect honesty. That's the problem with the world today, to be honest. You don't respect someone's honesty. You respect people telling you what you want to hear, and then you're surprised when you have a bunch of fake people around you. You need to respect people's honesty if you want to be real. Because sometimes what people are telling you ain't what they think. It's what they believe you want to hear. When you're surrounded by people like that, you may feel good, but you're not all. So if you wanted to judge any of you big team owners and your car owners and these sponsors and all these big motherfucking names who watch my shit, y'all want to get on here and trash Caleb for his opinion, what he thinks. I hope you're watching your back. Think you got a best friend on your hand? You don't. I'm simply saying I'd rather go to war with a Caleb than some of the people you're around. Because they'll trade you in real quick. You hear what I said there? They'll trade you in. You know what that means? I don't have to talk no more. Because the real motherfuckers already know what I mean. Anyways, thank you for calling in, Caleb. We'll defend you a little longer than you deserve. Because you're still psychotically delusional as far as thinking high limits better than the outlaws. No facts. No facts. Fact of the matter is, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp. And I'm not being mean when I say you may come up a little short. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. We got to make a new song tonight. We're just it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We're 4 hours into a show. Hold on, let's do this. We'll give it one more chance. Let's do it. It's that time of night. We'll give Broke Joe one more chance. Hold on, let's get it all off the screen. Just so y'all could see, I'm not afraid. Just so y'all could see. We're going to give Broke Joe one chance to answer the phone call. Y'all listen, I'll turn the volume up before we get out of here. If he answers, we'll be on for another 2 hours. Here we go.
Telephone number 51065908555 can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Listen here, Broke Joe. I know we got some history. But as far as I'm concerned, got a future too. If you don't think you're ready for the future, I got a motherfucking DeLorean that hits 88 miles per hour. And if you're not ready to go 88 miles per hour, then we'll go 89. Listen here, Broke Joe. I can hear your Dr. Midnights with Jeremy, but we're sitting here at 10:55 p.m. And if you want a little bit of smoke, the smoke is waiting. Anyways, thanks for taking my call. Talk to you later. That sounded so dramatic, huh? That has to be the best voicemail of all time. That has to be the best voicemail of all fucking time, bruh. Holy shit, this is the best show on the internet. It really is. That was good. If Broke Joe listens to that and doesn't feel fluffed, I don't know what to tell you. That's my new term, by the way, fluffed. Instead of feeling like ego stroked or whatever, that's my term. I have created that tonight. I actually texted Caleb that earlier. I said, just had a guy call in. He's fluffing you. Are you up to chat? And then he's like, really? He said, dead ass, right? That's a new term. I feel like fluffed is a new term. I just created it right here on the show. Hey, this dude's fluffing you. He's blowing you up. He's making you feel cool. Fluffed. This new term, the Chaz created it, official right now on the show. Fluffed. Broke Joe, you are officially, outside of Caleb, the second person to be fluffed by the Chaz. And it is Brad Sweet's ginger kitty ass. Anyway. Chaz, you didn't read my comments to Caleb. I'm upset. In the words of Caleb, who gives a shit? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, do we need to do karaoke to end the show? Oh no. What's the best song we could play right now? Is it Malibu Barbie? Have y'all heard Malibu Barbie before? Do we need to do karaoke on the way out? Hold on, we'll do it on the way out. Malibu Barbie. Have y'all heard Malibu? No, Malibu Barbie. Hold on. If I don't like my slime. Oh, no. Broke Joe. No. Cause I'm the CEO.
I'm here to fight, look in the sink with my torpedo. I'm just a lap car trying to survive. Running in the back, fearing my life. Cause there's a black 2041 guy heading to the junk in the field with some white on white crimes. Or is it 99 maybe? I don't give a damn, but the bank statement lately adding up through the junk that the crazy man's making. Reckon her, reckon him, non-binary, baby, who knows? If I don't like my slide, like tossing mosquito, and they growl about it, only like old bro Joe. Cartel gonna care for me, not you, cause I'm the CEO. I'm here to fight, look in the sink with my torpedoes. Tossing mosquito.
And I don't know where we go from here and what we think about it, but it seems to me you gotta be about it. Time for talk and speak comes across this week, especially when
all right, y'all are done. I could tell y'all are done. I'm done too. It's like 1 a.m. I mean, we were gonna make a song, but I don't know. Should we make a song this late at night? It would be very hippie of us. Be very, very hippie of us to make a song this late in the night. I don't know if we can do it. I don't know if we should. We shouldn't do it. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
We can ride high.
Whether bottom or top or the cars that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you. Let me show you where to go, how to run it in hot and what it leads to. I promise that the show I'm gonna put on will really please you. Come Junior 80 out, Barbie doll on the spot, come see me, Malibu. And I don't care if they speak a lot. They're different breed with little needs, you, they're not my type. Cause see to me, there's a sea of green and it's harvest time. And you're the sweetie pea, you're the body bee, come with me, Malibu. And they can have all the seeds they want. But see the pea, special to me, go get your own. She's crispy, clean, purple and pink with my orange stone. And I work the wheel, let's make a deal, come see me, Malibu. Bottom or top of the course that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you. Let me show you where to go, how to run in high and what it leads to. I promise that the show.
All right, fine. You want me here? Let's see it. We need super chats right now. Super chats or I don't care. I'm closing the show down. We don't get super chats. I'm closing it down. Y'all wanted to put the smiley faces. We're back. We're here. If you want me to stay, we need the super chats. We tried to get Broke Joe to call in. He's not calling. He's scared of the chat. Officially.
With the motor singing and the grandstands ringing, it's hard to put it all in words. But this is how we ride. This is how we do. Riding mud, sliding up higher in the groove.
No super
Don't
chat.
give a
said jump in the bars or jump in the booth and spit bars. All right, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. New songs coming tonight. Chomp, chomp. See you then.
Whether bottom or top or the cars that I cross, yeah, I'm gonna need you. Let me show you where to go, how to run it in hot and what it leads to. I promise that the show I'm gonna put on will really please you. Come Junior 80 out, Barbie doll on the spot, come see me, Malibu. And